man. You in the mix. Sports mix. Yeah. You in the mix. Rockin' with Kenny. When it comes to news, man, he got plenty. You in the sports mix with Kenny. News and knowledge. A lot of dope techniques make kids become scholars. You need to tune in. A lot of hot topics. When it comes to sports, Kenny sound like a prophet. You in the mix, man. You in the mix. Plus he keep you up on all the hottest trends. Plus you never know who he has as a guest. So grab a cold one, man, and just tune in. You in the mix, man. You in the mix. You in the mix. Sports mix. You in the mix. Rockin' with Kenny. When it comes to news, man, he got plenty. You in the mix, man. You in the mix. You in the mix. Sports mix. You in the mix. You rockin' with Kenny. When it comes to news, man, he got plenty.
Sports mix. Big Kenny in the building.
What's up, Big Kenny?
Oh man, it's a championship edition.
Oh man,
Championship edition.
Wee.
Somebody done cut the Nets down over the weekend.
How about that?
Them boys up 95. Up the road a piece.
Wow.
First time in 53 years. 53.
Good gosh.
I'm 54. I'll be 55 on my birthday next month.
Wow.
So, just as long as I've been living, the Knicks have failed to cut the Nets down.
Right.
And they did so over the weekend against the San Antonio Spurs. The New York Knicks are the champions, everybody. The NBA, the New York Knickerbockers have won the NBA championship. First time since 1973. When who was on that team, D?
Well, let's start out with Phil Jackson.
and that's the same Phil Jackson that coached Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Shaq and Kobe Bryant and them boys.
That's the same guy.
The same Phil Jackson.
Same Phil Jackson.
He was on that team.
Phil was on that team, man. Clyde Frazier.
The debonair.
Walt Clyde Frazier. You probably saw him on the sideline at the game looking all colorful.
Very loud.
Yeah. That's how he dressed. Everybody tried to get their attention, any way they can. And, you had Earl the Pearl, who had left Baltimore. They wouldn't give him the money, so he wound up in New York. That was my first experience of free agent heartbreak. Because the Pearl was my favorite player, and he went to the enemy. Yeah, a lot of Willis Reed and Dave DeBusschere and Bill Bradley and all them legendary nicknames, boy. Wow. 1973.
Now, wow. Wow.
Big Willis was the MVP back then. Willis Reed. And you know how we just had a little conversation on how tough he was.
Yeah, you know what? For all the people that talk about past eras of basketball and what people could or couldn't do some homework. Do a little homework.
Yeah.
Because I watched some highlights of Willis Reed going up against Lou Alcindor, who for all intents and purposes was considered the best player in the league coming into the league.
Yep.
A young athletic Lou Alcindor, who most of us know him as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But I watched them two go at it, and Willis Reed was way better than what a lot of people give him credit for. And I watched him knock down 15 to 18-foot jump shots, left-handed, consistently. You know what I'm saying? He could put it on the floor, get to a spot. He wasn't an east-west guy. He was going to get to a spot to get the shot up. He's a big guy, big burly guy, so he gets some work done on that glass too. But for the people in basketball land, and I see it all the time, man. We talk about what past eras couldn't do and what certain players wouldn't do if they would play against the players of the day and all that stuff. Leave those arguments alone. You know what I'm saying? Leave those arguments alone, man. Matter of fact, it's a little bit disrespectful. It's disrespectful at this point to continue. But you know, we gonna have to have a whole show on that. You know what I'm saying? And the whole what era was better and this that
Right.
because it really begins to be ridiculous. You know
Absolutely.
Especially when you got people born in 2010 talking about what somebody from back in the day could have did. Because you don't have any reference point other than what you see now.
Yeah.
So hush.
Please.
Shout out to Mike Brown, the New York Knicks, man. 4-1 over the San Antonio Spurs. And it was a good series. Even though it only went 5 games, it was a very good series, very well.
Very entertaining, yes.
You know, physical.
Mm-hmm.
Chippy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chippy, and he has arrived. And he's arrived early today. You know. So Landon, what's up, my brother?
Oh, okay. What's up, Landon?
Now, Landon, before you get started, you know you gave me some ammunition yesterday. Right? You gave me some ammunition. Jeremiah.
Ooh.
Give you a shout
Jeremiah
out.
Tirado.
What's up, Jeremiah? How you doing? Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube, Jeremiah. Thanks for tuning in.
You a New York fan, Jeremiah?
Yeah, who's your team?
You a Knicks fan?
Who's your team? So yeah, man, it was a really, really, really good series. I wish it had went 7. I was pulling for overtime in every game. You know. Oh, Jeremiah said he's a Knicks fan.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the Knicks.
That's what's up.
Congratulations to your Knicks, man. It was well overdue. Long overdue. Probably all your life.
Right. I'm pretty sure Jeremiah wasn't alive when the last time they won. I mean, chances are he wasn't alive.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, Landon, hold on to it, buddy. You know I got something. I got something in the holster. I told you last night I was gonna put it in the holster. and he volunteered this information.
Okay.
He volunteered this information, but he good guy, my guy. You know what I mean? I know he's coming in guns blazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, coming in guns blazing, but the finals are over. You know, the NBA season has come to an end. And it's time, man, to move forward. The Knicks, the New York Knicks, are the NBA champions. They are do they still call them the world champions? Is that still a thing, or they just the NBA champions?
Well, I guess correctly speaking, we have to call them the NBA champs.
Okay.
We don't want to get no. I think it was Noah Lyles that jumped out and said, "What? They ain't no world champions. They just the NBA champs."
Yeah. Yeah, Landon said he ain't afraid of no ghosts. I know you ain't afraid. I know you ain't afraid, brother. I know you ain't afraid of it. If ain't nobody scared, you ain't scared. Man, you ain't scared. Shout out to Lindell, your favorite quarterback, Dean.
Oh yeah.
Lindell was checking out on Instagram. What's up, Lindell?
Okay, Lindell. Yeah.
The legend.
Yes, indeedy.
You know what I mean?
Brought that flag tip for us.
Brought the young man out of Coach Dean too.
Oh man, boy had me sprinting down that field. Was you there to see that, Coach Kenny?
I was there.
You was there?
I was up on the hill. I was watching.
Somebody got some footage of that.
Yeah, somebody got that. Somebody got it.
Somebody got some
got
footage
to have
that. The legendary Lindell ran like 90 yards for a touchdown, and Coach Dean ran 90 with him.
As time was expiring.
As time was expiring on the clock.
Yeah,
closed the game out.
I was up on the hill up there with Kevin.
Yeah.
With the grill master. You know what I mean?
Grill master. The late The late Kevin Bryce. Yeah.
Kevin Bryce.
Mm.
Rest in peace, brother.
Rest in peace, brother. Yes, sir.
Yeah, those were some good times, man. They were some great times, as a matter of fact.
So, coach, when you think about that series,
Mm-hmm.
what's some of the points, the advantages the Knicks had over the Spurs to win this thing? What was the keys to the success?
I think experience. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the Spurs tend to me have made some youthful mistakes.
Absolutely.
You know, to me, I think the X factor in the series was Wemby, and it looked like
Mm-hmm.
at times he was out of gas.
Yeah.
You know, he kind of had gave you everything he had, and then he just kind of folded because it was like the fourth quarter of the game where they were up 29. He kind of was a no show in that fourth quarter, and he was very upbeat and you know, fist pumping and finger pointing and chipping and talking. In that first half, he had a lot to say, and then you know he didn't have much impact on the rest of the game. You know, I think the inexperience, and also the inexperience with the coach, the Spurs coach. I don't know why he went away from Ron Harper's son, Dylan Harper. He went away from him too much because he seemed like he was making stuff happen anytime he was on the court. He didn't look overwhelmed. He didn't look like the moment was too big for him. He looked like he was, you know, primed and ready, and looked like he needed to be on the court at times. And you know, he went to De'Aaron Fox, you know, the veteran player, you know, who you know got the big contract, whatever, and you know, for whatever reason, people want to make him the scapegoat for why they lost, or you know why things went the way they did. I'm not gonna go that far, but I think from a coaching aspect, you got to go with the hot hand, and the young fella was. The Knicks didn't have an answer for him from what I saw. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks did not have an answer. He looked like he was getting whatever he wanted. If he put his head down, he's going to the basket. He was getting there, and usually with nobody impeding him, he was usually getting right to the rim whenever he wanted to. You know, he hit some threes, he hit some open shots, but he was able to penetrate and get pretty much whatever he wanted. And I felt like at times the Spurs coach went away from him at times, but he probably should have kept him in the game or had him in the game, or at least running things through him. Especially when, like I say, when Wemby wasn't being the Wemby we know he can be.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, I don't know whether he was out of gas, whether he was tired. I don't know what the case was in that instance. But I'll say this: Harper is a star.
Yes, he is.
Harper and Castle, that backcourt is going to be a problem in this league. You know what I'm saying? Them two right there are going to be a problem in this league, and that's why I said that Wemby late in games was like Big Kenny on the job. I'm here. You know what? Anyway, you know, that's why I believe Fox is going to be expendable. You know, I don't know his contract status right offhand, but if they can trade him, he'll be moved. You know what I'm saying? Because I just believe that Castle and Harper are going to be the backcourt of the future for Spurs. They'll save some money by moving Fox, and I don't know if they're going to move him this year, if they get a draft day deal, whatever. You know, and they probably can find, like, if it's about having a veteran, you probably can find a decent veteran to back up or to play behind those two. You know, to spell them, to give them some minutes. But yeah, I think Fox is going to be he's going to be moved. I believe Fox is going to be the scapegoat. And again, man, they've been beating him up pretty much all weekend. You know what I'm saying? With some of
his decisions,
some of his decision making, and then he, like you said, he wasn't really. He had a couple games. He had some moments in some games where he was a factor.
Yeah,
but it seemed like when they needed him to be, he was leaving a lot to be desired.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be the scapegoat here, and he's going to move on. But not because they don't have, his replacements. His replacements are in the building.
Yeah,
his replacements are there. You know what I'm saying? And
that's why he's expendable.
Yeah, I agree, Landon. Harper should have been the focus. I believe Harper was Dylan Harper. And I'm giving his proper credit. Dylan Harper was game. He was ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And Castle was a gamer. Castle, he be a little over aggressive at times. He was getting involved with the chippiness a little bit. But overall, man, he played pretty well and showed that, again, these are young guys. These are, Harper is a rookie. Castle, I believe, is his second or third year in the league. So the future is bright.
I think they might have been the youngest team to make the finals. I think they might have been the youngest squad.
Yeah.
In the finals. Very young team.
Yeah, very young team. Landon said they need a point presence, a rebounder, and a defender.
Yeah, and I think I agree with you 100% about Fox being somebody that they can dangle, and what I think they would need, and that's kind of what Landon put out there, because they're such a different team when Big Boy go to the bench.
Mm-hmm.
When he go to the bench, man, I mean, everybody just go right to the rack.
Yeah,
and be scoring pretty easy, and they don't have nobody there. The dude that come in to back him up, he's not a rim protector. He play hard, but teams really take advantage of them when Wemby is on the bench, and you can see that Wemby does get winded. He needs his rest throughout the game. When Wemby's not a super athletic dude as far as running up and down that court, you can see, the sluggishness. Sometimes look like them big feet he got a little heavy when he run up down that court. But this is a very young team, and I know Wemby has been catching a lot of flack. But again, and I didn't listen to his post game talk and all that, and they saying he was ungrateful, he didn't shake nobody's hand and all this kind of stuff. I didn't see any of that. Once the game was over, I turned off. Typically, that's what I'll do. But we have to remember that this guy is 22 years old, man. He's a baby, man.
Yeah.
The boy's a baby, man. It's the same thing with Harper and Castle. Them guys, they 22 years old, man.
Yeah.
I mean, so here this guy coming there, they put the world on him, and he loses the series 4-1. But as I recall, a young Shaq, would he lose the series? He got swept. In his first championship, real young with Orlando. I think LeBron done been swept in the finals before, and he got beat 4-1 in the finals before. So a lot of these great players. I mean, Michael Jordan got beat in the. Oh wait a minute, not Mike. No, hold up, I'm a little confused. I got that wrong. No, Mike won all 6 of his, right? Yeah. He won all 6.
Got all 6 of his.
Yeah, I don't think anybody took him to Game 7, right?
Nah, he went past 6.
What was he? Who won MVP in those series? Those series that Mike won. Was it Mike?
I believe Michael Jordan won all 6.
All 6?
All 6, yeah.
God damn. Yeah, So let's not get so down on Wemby, man. I mean, he loses 4-1. He's 22 years old, and I'm looking for this Spurs team to come back, and they might need to pull you down there as GM, man, or you need to get in Pop's ear and let them know, about this Fox trade and bring somebody in there to be rugged, to be a defender, to be tough, like Landon was saying, protect that rim and be able to provide some continuity when the young fella is sitting on the bench getting a breather.
You see what Landon said do with Fox, right?
They should push Fox down some stairs. Don't nobody want him. Wes Unseld want him.
Yeah, well, I was just great to say. He'd be a typical Land in DC.
Wes want him. I don't know. If Fox might not be old enough. Wes like him 33 and older, don't he? Wes like getting them old when they at the end of their career.
Yeah, Wes like them boys after they had 4 knee surgeries.
Yeah.
Torn Achilles and
right. They got a hell of an all-time team with Ralph Sampson and Moses Malone and Bernard King and Mitch Richmond. They got a hell of an all-time team, but all them players did their best work with somebody else.
Yeah, somebody else.
Caught them at the end. Gus Williams. Come on, man.
Yeah. We can't forget about Steve Coulter.
See, that's right. That's the latest we didn't discover.
Here we go. Kenny probation order won't allow him to leave the state. I tell you, boy.
Yeah.
This dude just don't let up.
But I agree with you though, man. It was a very entertaining series. It was very physical. A lot of trash talking, and and I still early on, Big Kenny said he really didn't care who won, and he just wanted to see a 7-game series. He wanted all the games to be tight, and he just kind of felt for the Knicks after game 1. He said, "Yeah, I think I want the Knicks to win. It's been so long." And I really believe that the refs was trying to help out a little bit, to keep the series going. I mean, even the one play where Wemby went up under Brunson and Brunson came down on his foot and almost with his ankle. That's a flagrant foul.
Yeah, that's a foul.
You call that flagrant foul on Wemby, he gets tossed out or he gets suspended or whatever the rule is. And they totally ignored that. And Brunson was in the ref's face, but the ref knew what they were doing. They already got orders. Look, we need Wemby in this series. We can't get him thrown out.
Yeah. He can't not be in the series.
Yeah, he cannot be in the series. So the refs was doing some little things there to try to help them out. Some of them Knicks was getting in foul trouble pretty early in some of those games. But yeah, the experience of the Knicks, the toughness of the Knicks, and they had the best bucket getter on the floor. Jalen Brunson, man. I don't know how tall he is, man, but I take my hat off to that dude.
6'1", 6'2".
Yeah. No more than 6'2". I take my hat off to Jalen Brunson, man. I mean, he is a bucket getter, man, and he's a problem. Of course, he won the MVP. He averaged over 32 points a game, making big shot after big shot. A lot of fun to watch, man. Love seeing all the old Knicks and Bernard King sitting in the stands. He about 150 pounds over his playing weight. Pat Ewing, sitting over there. Clyde Frazier, Baltimore's finest. Carmelo Anthony, who's been in the news with a new girl. You seen his new girl, man?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I said, okay, Melo.
Yeah, it's all right.
I said, okay, Melo, my man.
Yeah, good to be the king again.
Yes, yeah, man.
Damn.
I was feeling that one, boy. I said, okay.
Wait till y'all see me on news with my new girl.
That's right. Watch out.
Yeah, y'all stay tuned for that.
Right. And don't be asking me no question because I ain't giving up no info. God damn it. Leave me out of it.
Damn. Yeah. So is Brunson now the greatest New York Knick? Is it too soon to put the crown on him already? Because I've been hearing it.
Yeah, it's a little too soon for that, man.
I mean, hey, we gotta ask because it's definitely out there.
It's out there, yeah.
It's out there, you know, that he's
Yeah.
the greatest New York Knick ever.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had a better New York Knicks career than Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah. Well, he won a chip.
But is that the only thing that's putting him above Melo at this point?
Well, I mean, yeah. You ain't had no problem spotting Clyde in the crowd.
Nah. Hey, Cloud joints be loud, Jack.
God, man. Clyde.
He be loud from head to toe.
Yeah. Yeah. And he know it.
Yeah, he know it.
And the older he get, the louder he get.
Right.
I don't know how they're gonna dress him for his coffin, but I could see his, a psychedelic coffin. To match the suit they put on him.
Glenny Moore, what's up, brother?
Glenny Zach.
Glenny saying short point guards will be drafted more now. Brunson changed the outlook of the building around short PG. You know, everybody copycat.
Yeah.
Everybody copycat league, man. You know, they're gonna do what they think is going, this worked for the Knicks, so let's do it this way.
Yeah.
You know, there are other people around scouring the world for a 7'6" prodigy. You know, like Wemby.
Brunson.
The next Wemby.
Right. Yeah, well, keep looking on that one.
Well, Glenny, man, hey, while you watching, brother, just condolences out to you and the family.
Absolutely.
On passing of your mother-in-law, brother. So our prayers are with you.
Absolutely.
And we definitely will catch up with you.
Yeah, miss you, bro. We miss you though.
Yeah, Glenny been holding it down over there at Morgan too.
Yeah, I know.
Been doing some. He's been hosting. He's been hosting the show over there a couple of weeks. He told me he was doing it while his guy was out, but Glenny over there holding it down.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's much respect, man.
Yeah.
Got to cut his teeth over here on the sports mix. Now he blowing up over there at Morgan State.
Yeah, well, he's everything been pointing up since that Hall of Fame induction. He's rising.
You getting that hard to get that jacket on. What color is the Hall of Fame jacket at Morgan? Would it be orange, blue?
I would say it had to be one or the other. My guess.
Blue or orange. Yeah, you put that jacket on, boy, and things are looking up.
What color was that jacket, Glenny? That Hall of Fame jacket.
Hey, that's New York Knicks colors.
Yeah.
How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, wait. That's Morgan State colors. Knicks copy from Morgan State. Let me get that right.
Yeah, I think Morgan was around before the Knicks.
Yeah. But they saying, look. Hey, we working on that, brother. We working on
Get them dollars right. We get them back.
Yes, indeed. The jacket, he said, it was a blue jacket. Blue jacket.
Yeah.
The Hall of Fame, the blue Hall of Fame jacket is up there at Morgan State.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Hey, Glenny, I'm with you. Cause I'm already thinking about the price for myself.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, I'm already there with you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, so the word on the street, that Brunson is the greatest New York Knicks player right now, and his career has outdone what Melo did in New York. And I guess Melo put up some numbers in New York. They didn't have as good as teams as this.
Yeah.
You know, those Knicks teams that Melo played on, you know, they weren't built to win.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think they had one season where they did pretty decent when he was there, but it was pretty much a. What'd you say? What'd you say about LeBron's run up there in New York? I mean, up in L.A. Dean. Would you call that?
Yeah, I mean, to me, man, it has not been successful. I can't remember the word I used, but you know, he been there 8 years,
Yeah,
and got one chip, and the one chip that he got was the one that I didn't even watch, the
right,
bubble chip.
right. So
He
we're
got the
gonna
bubble chip.
put Melo's New York career in that same boat.
Yeah, in that same boat, man.
Unsuccessful.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm sure you used a different word for that.
yeah.
You know,
It'll pop up.
yeah. So any other observations from okay, Landon say Frazier is higher than Brunson.
Absolutely,
Mm-hmm. And he
absolutely.
got 2 chips, right?
Yeah, Willis Reed higher than Brunson. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, these guys, man, they got some legendary Knick players. Patrick Ewing, to me, higher than Brunson. You know, these guys, man, been with these Knicks and uh, so Brunson's rising now. He come back next year and they double up
Yeah.
and win it now. Now we talking some stuff.
Yeah. And this all is a result of the championship culture we're in
Yeah,
today. You know what I mean? Everything is the chip. And then some people don't even understand. You know, once upon a time, you know, the great players, when you got that one chip, when you got one chip, it kind of solidified your career. Think about Dr. J, right? Who was a great player. He had several championships in the ABA, which was considered the lesser of the 2 leagues, depending on who you talk to.
sure.
You know, depending on who you talk to. When the merger happened, he came over to the NBA and was with the Philadelphia 76ers. They get to the NBA championship, I believe, the first year with against Portland Trailblazers. They lose that series, I believe, in 7 games.
Yeah, it was 6. They
6
lost
games.
it.
So
Yeah,
they lose in 6. They get back to the finals in 1980. They lose to a young Irvin Magic Johnson in the Los Angeles Lakers. They get back to the series in 82, which they lose again to the Los Angeles Lakers. And the word was Dr. J just can't win the big one. You know, he just can't win the big one. And they go out and they go get Moses Malone in the trade from Houston, bring him over to the Sixers. And in 1983, he finally got that ring. And on the back of Moses Malone. You know,
Moses was the man.
Moses with the 4-4-4.
4-4-4.
You know, but the fact that Dr. J got that ring, it kind of quieted the noise of what he could or could not do, or what he was or was not. He got his championship, and it kind of solidified what was already said about him. He was already great, you know, and he was at one point he was the greatest player in the league. He was the GOAT, if you will, or the man in the league at a particular time. He was that, and he had everything except for the ring. He just didn't have a championship. And in 1983, he finally got his championship, and it kind of put the icing on the career. You know, he played a couple more years after that, but he was able to get that ring. You know, Isaiah Thomas, another one. You know, great player. He couldn't get past Boston. He couldn't get past Boston. Couldn't get past Philly at first. You know, when he came in the league, Philly was the team, and then he had to get past Philly and Boston. And he had to take his lumps. And he finally got over the hump. And then they got to the final and then lost to the Lakers. You know, so again, he had to earn his stripes. You know, MJ, of course, Michael Jordan, you know, couldn't get past Detroit. for years, you know, and he finally got past Detroit and got a ring. And he ended up getting, you know, 6 total. But it's just getting that first one, you know, getting that first one for players that's considered to be great players. And then you think about the great players that didn't get it. The Patrick Ewings, the Charles Barkleys, you know, the Carl Malones, you know, those guys who could not get it done. You know, and they kind of looked at a different way career wise because they didn't. You know, that those that know, you know, we're not going to take anything away from them ability wise. I mean, they were great players, some of the greatest to ever play, some of the greatest to ever do it. But there are those who in this championship culture are only going to recognize their greatness because whether they want or not. And I think it's unfortunate. I think it's unfortunate that some players like that, who again, Patrick Ewing was always considered the greatest Knick, and now we got people talking about Jalen Brunson as the greatest Knick, and he just won 1 championship, and he's never been considered the greatest player in the league. You know, not even at his position. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, Patrick Ewing was the best center in the league at one point or another. It may not have been long because there were so many great big men at that time. But, you know, he had his turn. You know, he was always right there in the top 2 or 3, if not the best. You know, he was always there in the top 2 or 3 in his prime. You know, so it's just this culture that we in, man. This championship culture, this ring culture, as they call it. You know, if you got a ring, you know, it kind of puts your status in a different position than others. You know, I don't particularly buy it. I'm more of an individual. I look at the players. I look at, you know, what the players do on an individual basis. You know, and that's why when people tell me that and let's take it back to college, you know, Len Bias is the greatest Maryland Terp ever. And you can put that, you can stamp that. But there are people that believe Juan Dixon is greater because he scored more points and they won the championship. He got the 2 Final Fours. And I respect Juan Dixon for all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But him and Len Bias as individual players, they're not even in the same room.
No, they're not in the same caliber.
You know, they're not even in the same caliber for sure. They're not even in the same room. You know, Len Bias would run circles around him individually, just from the individual things that he could do. You know, and again, man, and I say that I'm not taking anything from Juan Dixon. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking anything from what he accomplished at Maryland and what he did. But I mean, Len Bias was one of one. You know, and that's why people still talk about him the way they do today. You know, and then of course we all know the unfortunate way that his life came to an end. And believe it or not, we are 3 days away from the actual death date. 40 years ago.
1986.
40 years ago, man.
June the 19th.
It seemed like yesterday. It seemed like yesterday. I mean, we're talking 40 years ago. Len Bias. You know, 40 years ago, right now, he was getting prepared for the draft. The draft was 40 years ago tomorrow.
Yeah.
On the 17th, man. I mean, it's still one of the most unbelievable things that I ever have lived through. You know, it's one of those moments I remember exactly where I was at when I heard. I remember who told me. I just remember the details of that morning are very vivid. Very vivid. But, you know, I'm not going to sit on that too long because the New York Knicks are the world champions, and we're going to talk about the Knicks.
And I will say, you know, when it comes to Brunson and what he has done for the Knicks over the last couple of seasons, and in particular, and particularly this year, winning the championship and being the MVP, the championship NBA Finals is the highest level.
Yes.
It's the highest level that you can perform on. So if you take your game and you go to them finals and you perform at a high level where you the MVP, that means something to me. And what Brunson did, that meant something to me. That guy was able to get his shot, and he's been doing that all along. But can you do it in the finals? Can you do it in a way that can lead your team to the chip? And he did it. He did it. So I salute that dude, and he's only 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", and he did that. He was the best bucket getter in that game. And I think basically the only player who maybe can rival him in the league as the best bucket getter is Shea. So we have to respect what Brunson has done. Yes. It's big stuff what this dude has done, man. Really, really big stuff. He ain't shy away from, even when Wemby was out there trying to, keep him from scoring with that wingspan. He still had something for him too. And so I take my hat off to Brunson. I think that circumstances, if you are an excellent player, if you're a great player, and you make it to the finals, and you perform well. Magic Johnson goes to the finals as a rookie. Jabbar gets hurt. Magic take over the game, start center. I think he had a triple-double, score 40. So I don't know. What a great game. A legendary game by this guy who won 5 championships. Now, I don't know. It's not too many players in the history of the league that you can put above Magic Johnson. That's my estimate. That's the way I feel. It's not too many people that you can put over Magic Johnson. And I think there's only one that you might can put over top of him and not lose any sleep of it, and that's Jordan.
Yeah.
But anybody else that you put above Magic Johnson winning 5 championships, I mean, circumstances has a lot to do with it. You could be the best ball player in the world, but you never make it to the finals. And I think that if you're not able to perform in the finals, it's going to take away from your greatness. It might not take away from your skill level. You might can be the best ball player. Like I say about running track. You beating people all year long, but then you don't win the gold medal in the Olympics. That's certainly going to take away from your greatness.
It's facts.
So circumstances play a lot. We know some of the most talented players we'd have never seen. We talk about Penny Hardaway all the time. And you see what Coach first thing he did was shake his head because that dude was phenomenal. He was phenomenal before he got hurt.
Yes.
Grant Hill,
no.
He's a number one. Len Bias, the greatest what if ever. Brandon Roy. I mean, there's some guys out there, man, that were tough.
Tough.
Injuries or death and certain things. You put 3 championships in Karl Malone's pocket.
Yeah, it's a whole different conversation.
It's a whole different conversation, man. As good as that dude was. So circumstances play a role. We ain't taking nothing away from what Brunson did. That dude performed, man. He performed. And if they want to start slotting him, we don't want no flack, man. We don't want no flack, Landon.
Shout out to Magic.
We don't want them coming after the sports mix now. This is important here.
Please.
Shout out to Irvin, man. Yeah. So
one of the goats.
One of the goats, man. No question. So shout out to the Knicks, and like we say, the party up there I hear was crazy. And shout out to Brunson, man. What a series, man. What a series.
New York, they say that's the city that never sleep.
So
there's a party up there somewhere all day, every day.
They wasn't sleeping before they, I mean, they hadn't won a championship in what was it, 53 years?
53.
53 years, and they still the city that didn't sleep. So ain't one no sleeping going on now.
Nah, it's nonstop now.
Right.
It's nonstop. I think when the parade tomorrow. I don't even know.
They have the parade tomorrow. Okay.
I don't know when it is, but I know it's coming. And it's gonna be off the chain, man.
Yeah, man.
Going down Times Square and all that. It's already ridiculous down there anyway. But goodness gracious.
Yeah.
They celebrating the New York Knicks. The Knicks won the championship, man. I mean,
wow.
Come on, man. Wow. This is history. This is history in the making.
I mean, they talking about questions and stuff, making headlines. Should Spike Lee get a ring?
Yeah. He gonna get one. Even if he got to buy it himself, he gonna get it.
Yeah, he gonna get one.
Yeah. But they got a very impressive celebrity row.
Absolutely.
Very impressive, man. I mean, and they travel well.
Man.
They was out there. They was at every game. Fat Joe, Spike.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, goddamn, I'm blanking on the names. I'm looking right at the faces.
The crowd noise sound almost even in San Antonio.
It did.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was impressive.
Yeah. Shout out to the Knicks fans, man. Goodness
gracious. And then shout out to and as Kenny spoke on Willis Reed, shout out to Willis Reed for Grambling. He come out of Grambling State, Shout out to the HBCUs.
Rest in peace, Big Willis.
Yeah, old Willis, Big Willis Reed, 6'9".
Now, speaking of Grambling, this don't have nothing to do with the Knicks, but just something that I've seen on YouTube yesterday. For whatever reason, and I'm weird like this. I wanted to watch. I wanted to watch the Ron LaFleur story.
Okay.
Remember they did the movie and LeVar Burton played Ron LaFleur.
Baseball player, Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, so Ron LaFleur in the 70s, young man, and he lived in Detroit, isn't that right?
I think so.
He's from Detroit, and young man stayed in trouble, running afoul of the law, but he was a naturally gifted athlete. They say he's the type of kid. And we all had those type of kids in our neighborhood that just excelled at everything. He was fast. He could play football. He could play basketball. He could play baseball. All that stuff. So anyway, Ron LaFleur went to prison, and he played on the prison baseball team, and somehow got a tryout with the Detroit Tigers. This word of mouth that they got, hey, we got a kid over here at the jail. Might want to take a look at. And again, scouting and all these things were different back then. It was different. They used to have open trials. And I remember they used to have them here in Baltimore. They would have trials at like some of the community colleges. And I'm talking about open trials. Anybody could show up with your glove and your bat. And they'd be out there checking you out, and they definitely don't do it that way anymore.
Right.
It's not done that way. But anyway, so Ron LaFleur, he gets a trial with the Tigers. He impressed, and he was able to go and get a deal with the Detroit Tigers in the 70s. He was able to, I believe he got an early release based on the fact that he got a contract with the Tigers, and he went on to I believe he led the American League in stolen bases one year, maybe two. I know that was kind of his thing. He was a solid outfielder. He was a very good base runner. Solid player. He played I don't believe he played 10 years, but he played a few years in the major leagues. And they made a TV movie about him. And I believe it was in like the late 70s. The movie came out. It was a TV movie, made for TV movie. For some reason, I wanted to watch it. I was somewhere, and it was on the TV screen, and I was like, I wanted to watch it, and I couldn't watch it where I was at the time. So last night I'm sitting in here. I said, let me watch it. All right, so I watched the movie. Around the Floor story, it goes off, whatever. Boom. So, YouTube will put up, suggestions for you to watch. Or you watch this, or you might like this.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a movie about gambling where I forget the title of it. But Harry Belafonte played Eddie Robinson. And there was a white quarterback that came to Grambling.
Yeah.
The white quarterback was played by none other than Caitlyn Jenner, otherwise known as Bruce Jenner.
So Caitlyn was Bruce at that time.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bruce played that role, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, Bruce played that role. I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that one. I saw the little the picture that came with the the title of the movie. I said, wait a minute, is that Bruce? And I clicked on it to see, so you can get the cast.
Yeah.
And sure enough, Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner.
So Bruce Jenner played a white quarterback at Grambling State.
Wow.
Yeah, Bruce Jenner.
Wow.
Also known as Caitlyn. Journalists will be acknowledging your multi-talents can still carry. Not fooling with this guy, man. Not fooling with this guy, man. Not fooling with this guy. But yeah, man. So, interesting. So I watched that. I watched LeVar LaFleur. For those that don't know about Ron LaFleur, you should Google him. Interesting story. Those type of stories, we probably won't see many stories like that again. A guy getting out of prison or in prison and getting a tryout with a professional sports team. Just the way stuff is lined up today, I just don't believe that would ever happen in today's the way things are today. It just wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to Ron LaFleur.
Yeah, great story, for him to
definitely a great story, and one of those ones, man. I remember watching it as a kid. And I was a huge baseball fan, and I remember watching that story as a kid, man. So, for whatever reason, I was in a nostalgic mood last night, and I found it on YouTube, and I watched it, and took me back a little bit. But yeah, the New York Knickerbockers are the NBA champions once again, and and I think you mentioned it a little while ago. It was a lot made about Wemby not shaking hands. I really don't care too much about that, man. I mean, shaking hands is something we teach the children. We line up and we want them to be good sportsmen. And even as kids, man, when you competing and you competing hard and you lose a game, man, you don't want to shake nobody's hand, man. But as the grown-ups, as the adults, we like, come on, line up, shake hands, and you teach this life lessons, you gotta learn how to win and you gotta learn how to lose, blah, 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 all that stuff. But as we talking about professionals, as professional athletes, them dudes, man, they see each other all throughout the year anyway. They can shake hands later.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to shake hands on the court. You don't have to be a great sport on the court. Don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't disrespect. Wemby walked off the court and went on to the locker room.
Right.
And you know, I didn't have an issue with it, but I saw people, you know, again, people making, you know, people got stuff to say
I
about
mean,
it.
he didn't leave when there was still time on the clock and all that stuff, was it?
No, the game was
Yeah,
over.
none of that. Right.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember that part in the movie too. Landon, he said somebody, he stole a base, and the white dude said, "We know you can steal, but can you hit?" Yeah, I remember that part because his little brother was sitting there, and when they showed it in the movie, his brother was in the stands right next to the guy that said it. You know, so yeah, you know, it's definitely a different time. You know, definitely different time there. Kenny said they never shook hands with the Rosedale Cowboys ever.
Ever.
Well, if teams that we were coaching, y'all had to shake hands. You might not have wanted to,
Yeah.
but we gonna shake them hands. You know,
They all slap hands at the end of the game, right?
yeah. And I have that same issue now with high school kids, man. I get it. I get it, man. You're competing and you lose a tough game. You know, nobody wants to shake hands. I get that. You know, exactly. Win humbly, lose gracefully.
Yeah.
You know, and again, it's something, man, that it's part of the gig as a coach. Is that you got to instill that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, don't you can't celebrate every win like it's game 7 of the championship. You know, and you can't treat every loss like it was a loss in game 7 of the championship. You know, because you want to pace yourself, man. You know, and again, sometimes losing is a mark of the work you put in. You know, and those are my coaching points. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, we lose more games because of us, because of the things we did or didn't do, versus what a team was able to get done against us. So I always try to flip it that way as a coach. You know what I'm saying? To make my players more accountable for the work they putting in. You know, instead of wanting to point fingers and this one for you, Dean. I wasn't at that battle. I didn't make that one. I don't remember if you shook hands with him or not.
Oh, boy.
Oh man,
Shabba-doo beat me out.
So y'all, you know, and for those of y'all that watch weekly, you see these references to Shabba-doo and Dean and Moon Man and you know all these things, man. You know, it was a time when my co-host was one of the most he's a bad boy on that dance floor. You know, so that's where those references come from. You know, this just ain't made up stuff. You know?
And you know it was a long time ago because a lot of them don't even know who Shabba-doo was.
Right. Yeah, and they are people that will vouch for his exploits on the dance floor, you know, and not just the people that was there with him.
Right.
You know, I guess you had a fan club too at one time, right? You know, it was like that. You know, and
back in the day.
Yeah, I heard the stories. You know what I'm saying? I heard the stories, and you know, I never got to witness the exploits in person.
Right.
But I have heard. You know, I've heard and I can confirm. You know, through multiple sources that you know my guy was one of them ones. You know, and you know we did a show a while back.
Mm-hmm.
We had his partner in crime on here. And,
Yeah.
They talked about some of their exploits and some of the damage they did up and down this East Coast.
The legendary Robert Beanie Allman.
Killer.
Oh, that name out there. Killer Rob.
And I have seen him in person.
He caught him.
I caught his show several times. Yeah. And I still think I'm still pushing Rob to go at him now.
Right.
Yeah, every time we talk, I said, Rob, where the video at, brother? People be posting videos on TikTok of them dancing to house music and all that stuff, and I be saying, man, they ain't ready. And some of them be tough too.
Oh yeah, there's some tough ones out there.
Some of them be tough, but I said I think my man Killer Rob will shut TikTok down.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Mr. Humility himself.
Mr. Bubblicious on the bottom of my shoe.
Yeah. And you said he did some damage that night, didn't he? And then showed you the gun.
I was so flabbergasted. I ran over to him, boy. All I kept hearing, you got to see Beanie. You got to see Beanie. Well, I happened to be up in the joint, and Beanie was up in there. I had never met him before, but when I seen this dude out on that floor, I said, this must be Beanie.
Beanie was supposed to dance at Claude. Is that the ABA team?
That was going to be the NBA. The Bullets, Skip Wise was going to be on the team. Back in the day, the Bullets used to have a dude dancing Harry.
Oh, man.
He used to come out, in timeouts, and he come out there, be dancing. He put a hex on the other team,
Oh,
he hit some move. He wound up leaving the Bullets and going to Philly.
Is that right?
Dancing Harry.
Wow.
The
things you learn watching us.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Live and learn. Dancing Harry, boy. Boy, the fans used to love it when he came out there dancing.
So, in other NBA news, our boy Carmelo Anthony. I saw a video, I guess yesterday, one of them, that said Carmelo's career is now obsolete. He wore number 15 in Denver. The Joker came along and wore number 15 and won a championship. So he erased him in Denver. Then they say Kevin Durant took on number 7 at one of his stops, and he passed Melo in scoring all time, and wiped him out of that. And now Brunson is taking the Knicks to the NBA glory and won the championship. So now Carmelo Anthony is obsolete, according to this video I saw. Now, again, I don't pay that stuff no mind. But it just goes to show you, man, this is the world we live in, where you come up with these weird stories and theories, and you make a video and the video goes viral, and you become whoever you become based off some nonsense. So whoever this guy was, he made a whole video talking about how obsolete Carmelo Anthony is. Now he's like erased from history. And I couldn't tell him shut that, up fast enough. But again, this is the type of Dancing Dean the Dream was his name. this is type foolishness though that we end up with, these videos and right, yeah, LaMelo took it. And you saw the same video I seen.
Okay.
LaMelo took the nickname, so LaMelo is now Melo. It's like, come on, man. I mean, this is just foolishness on overdrive. Foolishness on overdrive, man. So, the Knicks are champions. Wemby didn't shake. I'm looking at my list of things I want to talk about with respect to the NBA.
But real quick on Carmelo, man. Look, man. The man was a first ballot Hall of Fame inductee.
Yeah.
How in the hell you going to erase that? The man won an NCAA championship as a freshman.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And he was the main guy. I mean, how you going to erase that? The guy is one of the greatest international players for America. 3 gold medals.
Mm-hmm.
One of the great Coach K was scratching his head when he saw Melo balling. He said Melo shocked the hell out of him.
That was another thing. That was the thing they said about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant got more gold medals than him.
Well, but still, you don't erase the man because somebody else. These people come up with some crazy stuff.
Yeah, they come up with some crazy stuff. That's content creation. This content creation. This is why I haven't went viral yet, because I don't do the foolishness.
6-time All NBA.
Yeah. See, Kenny in the sports mix, I don't do the foolishness, man. If I was on here speaking nonsense and
right,
just spewing out a bunch of BS, we'd probably be getting 1 million views. But yeah, I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking to be a shock jock. I'm not on the Howard Stern or, I'm not in that vein, man. I'm talking sports. I'm having fun with it. If you want some real talk, you tune into me. But if you want that fluff and that BS, it's plenty of it out there.
Yeah.
There's plenty of it out there. I only have it in my DNA to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have it in my DNA to do it, man.
Absolutely.
I respect sports too much. Sports have been so much to me as throughout my life. You know what I'm saying? But the sports has kind of been there for me when nothing else was. I could always watch a game or go to a game or go to the court, go play a game, baseball, whatever. It was always some kind of a sport, some kind of a competition. It was very prevalent in my life. So I always, when I see these things with relation to sports, it's always the people that probably never got picked. It's always the ones that could never make a team. They always got cut, never competed in anything athletic in their life. They the ones that got a lot to say. They the ones that make up these foolish videos and discounting people and trying to erase people, and they make up these silly ass rules we get in some of these sports now. These are people that never competed in anything. That's their contribution. These are the people that cried because they didn't get a trophy.
Haters, man. Haters.
The participation trophy crowd. I remember, man. I remember years winning, and we didn't get a trophy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, right. So it just sometimes, man. Some of the stuff I see and read, man, and again, we've gone way over the deep end with the social media and the coverage, and it's just news and sports all together, man. It's just, oh man, it's some stuff I want to touch on because we do sports here, so I'm not going to touch it. If I got time later, I might do it, but I'm gonna stick to sports.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stick to sports because I might get censored. You know what I mean? My sponsors might pull out. They might want their checks back, and I ain't got a check from none of them. and nobody ain't cut me a check yet. Speaking of checks, you ain't got to cut a check. But if you want to support the show, hit that Cash App right there.
There it is.
You can do that. My co-host, and my other roundtable guys, Glenny said the price went up.
Yeah, that's what Glenny said.
So we know he a Hall of Famer and doing big over there at Morgan. So he, if I get him back on the sports mix, I'm gonna have, the check gonna have to be a little bigger.
He got that blue jacket now.
So I help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? Help me help myself.
Right.
Help me help myself. So I gotta ask you. I think we've talked about this before, but it's just like I say. I guess this is the new wave of sports talk, and barbershop talk, and sports debate. Everything is a debate now. I think that's what the popularity with like what's his name, Skip Bayless and Stephen A. and those type of shows where everything is a debate, all that back and forth and all that loud talk. But there is an obsession with comparing players, whether is this player better than that player, or is this era better than that era, or is this team better than this team? Like, history is what it is. We talk a lot about Michael Jordan here because I think it's a consensus between me and Dean. MJ is the GOAT in NBA. He's our GOAT. If ain't a whole lot of room for us to debate it. I'm not going to debate with nobody. He's just the greatest to me. You know what I'm saying? And if you think somebody else is the greatest, more power to you. But there's always a debate about, is this person better than this one? And I've seen it pretty much over the last week that now Jalen Brunson is better than Allen Iverson. And the fact that he got a chip now solidifies the fact that he's a better player than Allen Iverson. I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna say this, and I hope that people that are watching, take this as disrespectful as I'm about to be with it. I have lost y'all damn minds with this Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson is one of the players, like, he didn't win a championship. He wasn't on teams good enough to win a championship. But player for player, if Allen Iverson at his best is one of the most fierce competitors the league has ever seen. They say Allen Iverson was 6 feet tall. That's some BS. Allen Iverson is not 6 feet, nothing. I stood right next to Allen Iverson one time. I was amazed at how small he was.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I was amazed at how little Allen Iverson was. And this was Allen Iverson right after the Sixers had played the Lakers in the championship. I think he might have been with the Nuggets at this time. But I'm talking, this dude, man, when I'm standing there, all right, it's Allen Iverson. So, all right, so you go through that way. But I'm sitting there like, hold up. This dude be going in traffic. He be going there against Shaq, Alonzo Mourning, Dikembe. He going there against some real legit big men, and he going in there, Chris Webber and all them dudes, man. No fear.
None
at all, man. He attacking the rim.
He'll bang it on you too.
And yeah, come on, man.
Hey.
Come on, man. But because the only thing Brunson have over Allen Iverson is he won the championship. You know what I'm saying? And Allen Iverson was effective because he was allowed to play the game a certain way. You know what I'm saying? He shot the ball. He took volume of shots. People say he was a hawk, whatever the case may be. But give me Allen Iverson.
And I think it's important to mention that AI, he led the Sixers to the finals. They didn't win it, but they got there. And yeah, AI was a phenomenal player, man. And the thing is, man, with this, I think, people, it's a rush to judgment, man. They always want to rush to it so quick. Brunson's still playing.
Yeah.
His career is not over. So we have to let him play out his career before we can start, crowning him this or crowning him that. Let it play out. Let him finish up on what he's gonna do. Who knows where it go? I say that if they come back next year and they do this thing again, and Brunson performed the way he performed this year, now you're starting to see some stuff. But people are so quick. And then again, there's a certain bias where if you play for a New York team, you're the media attention is more. It's more important when the Knicks win a championship.
Yeah.
The Knicks players or the Yankees, when them teams win, they get all the commercials, all kinds of stuff. I mean, New York is that place.
Start spreading the news.
That's right.
I ain't gonna play it. I think I played that a couple of weeks ago, and I got clipped. Got a copyright.
Well, that's when you was hitting your rendition of "I Did It My Way."
I think I actually played Frank's too.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah, I think I put Frank on.
You played it?
Yeah. And then,
okay, yeah.
I got notification that you copyright infringed. You used somebody's material that you wasn't supposed to use. There.
But for real, you did?
Yeah, I got it.
Is that right?
Yeah. So I think the video is partially muted on one of the platforms. So I'm gonna just refrain from using other people's music.
Wow.
Because I can't afford to pay the fines. If y'all want to help me pay these fines, that Cash App is up there.
Right.
Y'all do that for a brother.
Wow.
Help me out.
That is interesting.
Yeah, but I start spreading the news. I'm gonna have to take some singing lessons. I'm gonna start singing songs.
Yeah, that's what we'll have to do instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna just start belting them out. Cause I have, I love music.
Get around these infractions.
Yeah, people that know me know my love affair with music. So, I
don't think they can touch you, man, if you put it in the mix.
Yeah, you're right.
You mix it a little bit.
You're right. Yeah,
you done altered it, and they can't,
all that's coming.
Yeah.
All that's coming. Looking at them 1200s right now. Corner, I reached out to one of my DJ friends, asked about getting my turntables tuned up. He said, yeah, I got you.
Watch out.
So, Kenny said, never stopped me before. So yeah, I'm y'all better watch out, man. My homeboy hit me up yesterday, sent me a video yesterday about not utilizing your gifts. And we had a conversation about it a week ago. And then he said, man, we were just talking about this. And in this video, I don't know how he came across it, but, women, and that's not just myself, but a lot of us, man, we are blessed with these gifts. We are blessed with these things, man. And we sometimes we don't utilize the gifts that we have. And they lie dormant. And sometimes, man, it's almost like you're going against the grain. You're going against God, man. Hey, I blessed you with these gifts, and you just letting them sit dormant. You better do something with them before I do something. And I always reference the story of DMC from Run DMC. And if you know him, he went through a thing with his voice, where he lost his voice and he lost the ability to kind of rap and talk. And even when he raps now, he got a little thing with his voice. It's not as crisp as it was in the heyday of Run DMC. But he went through a battle with depression. He went through a battle with alcoholism, where he was drinking just uncontrollable amounts of alcohol every day. I think he was drinking beer, he said, but just putting 40s down, maybe 3, 4, 5 of them a day type of thing, and contemplated suicide and just, just really hit rock bottom. And he said I think he was in a rehab, and he was talking to a therapist or psychiatrist or psychologist, one of the two. And he said they just started asking him questions and asked him about, when he was in the group Run DMC, and I'm kind of paraphrasing, so the stuff is on YouTube. It's available for you to find it. And he told the story on some podcasts, so you can get it. You can get it right out. Get it from his mouth as well. But he talked about when he was in the group. There was times where the group was going in a certain direction, and because he was the quiet member of the group, he just went along with things just to kind of keep the peace, and going against his own better judgment. He didn't want to go with some of the things that was happening in the group. So he just would go along to get along. And it happened on a couple of different occasions. And it was almost like that thing of, you got a voice, you should be using your voice. And so if you're not going to use it, I'm going to take it from you. And of course he had the thing with his voice. Now he thought he had a medical condition with his vocal cords. And he come to find out, I don't know how long he was dealing with this, but he came to find out it was nothing wrong with his vocal cords. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably what I'm saying is, and those of you, some of y'all, I know y'all don't believe in God, and some of y'all might be, let me not condemn those that don't. But they said, God said, hey man, if you're not using your gifts, I'm gonna take them from you. So you are Daryl McDaniels, DMC from Run DMC. You speak to millions of people all across the world with your voice. If you're not going to use it, I'm going to take it from you. So there's that. Mm-hmm. So once he discovered that, he began to fight back. He began to get his stuff back together. He's been sober now, for however long he's been sober. He's back on stage and performing and all that stuff. But as I mentioned to Dean before we came online, the show tonight would not be right. Show tonight would not be right if we didn't have a real New Yorker on the panel. A lifelong New York Knicks fan and one of the founding panelists on the Sports Mix.
Start spreading the news. I'm starting today.
There you go.
I don't know the other words that old New York. CB.
The world champions.
Got that New York blood up in him.
New York's finest.
New York Dean, blood man. Going through his veins.
Dean, you're about to get a copyright notice, man. It's coming, man. They're pausing right now because they're looking at each other. They're like, yo, did you see what the fuck he just did just now? So after they get through that, then they're gonna be like, yo, get the typing.
Yeah, we got to protect the show.
Man,
Wow.
I had to get my man CB up to date.
Wow.
New York,
Wow.
Rockets are the world champions, my guy. My guy CB from the Bronx.
Yeah.
From the Bronx. And CB, so
you know what, man?
Do you remember the last championship, CB? Do you remember the 73 chip?
Oh yeah, I was a kid.
So you remember the last championship?
Oh yeah, I was a kid.
So how does
I
it
don't
feel?
remember I don't remember watching the games, but I do remember when they won because the next day it was either the Post or the Daily News. They got that front page thing going on. But I was like 9 years old. I was just like coming into sports, but I did not watch any of the games. But I knew that I knew the players. My father, I think I think the games were probably on because he used to listen to every game, whether it was on TV or on the radio. So back then it was, they had little transistor radios. So he was always listening. So I think they probably had the champion because back then, the championship games are not played like the way it's played, today. I remember when I first started watching championship games, it was like a what you call it, like a rebroadcast. Like the games would come on, say maybe like 8 or 9, but they wouldn't show it until like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, something like that.
Tape delay.
Yeah, tape delay, something like that.
Yeah, tape delay. Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know what I would have liked to see? I would have liked to see watch parties in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, East New York, up in the Bronx, Bronx River, Soundview, Clapham Point, Marble Hill, they got I sort of the watch parties in the more trendy areas, I guess, whatever you want to call it, man. And I was like, man, but I don't see any of my people. The same thing with the damn tickets, man. Ticket prices were ridiculous. It was like $5,000, I think, for the lowest price ticket.
That wasn't in your price range?
Oh no. I asked for layaway and they just dropped off the phone like laughing and shit, man. There was another one. Can you believe this guy? So
I wonder if it was them little pay apps like Klarna and Afterpay and all them. I wonder how many people Afterpay them tickets. Them $5,000-$6,000 seats. I can put something on it. I can pay it every 2 weeks.
I'm glad that they won though, man. They got the monkey off their back, so to speak. Yeah,
I mean, as a native New Yorker, what does this mean to New Yorkers?
Oh man, I was listening to some commentary, I think last week, and the guy said something like, you're like either you're either like a Yankee fan or a Met fan, Islanders or Rangers, so he was running it down. He said, but you got the Brooklyn Nets, but really just the Knicks. The Knicks got all of New York, you know what I mean? And MSG got so much like history, just like Rucker Park, I mean, there's just so much history when it comes to basketball, man, and the thing is that, you got like young brothers and even young sisters, that, everyone is going to relate to the team. Everyone can relate to the Knicks, and, we suffered through quite a number of years, man. We suffered, man, but I think it's just going to mean a lot to say that there's a, that the Knicks are, champions of the NBA, you know, and then the way they went about doing it, you know, with the win streak and the the margin of points that they won by, you know, but shit, man, you know, I you know when I saw that they won on Saturday, I was like, shit, man, everybody coming into work on Monday with Knicks gear. The boss even looked at them side, what, you know? So I'm pretty sure there was a whole lot of Knicks gear on the subways come Monday morning. Like, I'm wearing my Knicks shit, man. You know.
Do you think people even went to work Monday? Like they probably still out partying.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised, not one little bit, man. When someone said that they looked out their hotel room, it was 3 a.m. and they were still partying. I said, oh yeah. I said, oh yeah, there it's going to you know, it's going to be something to it's going to be something to celebrate, man, you know. And then it's the team itself, you know what I mean? Yeah. The way that it's a New York team, you know, just in terms of their you know, their collective personality, you know, their ability to be able to come back, you know. They took a punch. Even the knees even buckled.
Yeah.
And you know, they regained their composure. You know, and sometimes you get that punch and you be like, oh shit. But then you get another type of punch and you be like, oh, I'm gonna bust his ass. And I think the latter is like what the Knicks was they was getting punched and they were coming back like, yo, we are going to. Ooh.
So CB, what did you think about the president of the United States attending the game at the Garden? What was your thoughts on that? That's what the hell I want to know.
My first thought was he got this confused with a NASCAR event. Because these players here at MSG, last time I checked, they black. And they're not driving around driving around the court in a car, nor are they on a horse giddy-yapping, or riding in a big monster wheel truck.
Yeah.
So my first impression was, oh, he must be confused because there's black people where he going.
Yeah.
My second impression was him being there for one, you got the energy from people just don't like him. Mm-hmm. You can go out to maybe a neighborhood or two out in Staten Island, but the rest of it, nobody likes him. So you come in with that energy. Then there is, because he's president, you know, trains are going to be backed up. There's going to be traffic. You got to deal with the security issue. You know, people got to act like getting to MSG is like getting to Kennedy Airport. You got to get there 2-3 hours early, you know, and so it's all of that energy that was in the building. And plus, when you got tickets that's priced like that, you're guaranteed to have a particular type of audience inside, while you have another particular type of audience outside.
Right.
And so all of these.
And it should be noted that that's the only game they lost. Was the one that Trump attended.
This is my point. He could have just kept his ass at the in DC and just look forward to whatever UFC event that took place on Saturday. That's your speed, man. Stay in your how young people say, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, man.
Hey, he's a lifelong New Yorker and a lifelong Knicks fan.
Yeah.
He deserved to be there just as much as anybody else.
Nobody like you, man. Nobody like you, man. Ain't nobody rushing up to you asking for your autograph. Nah, ain't nobody doing any of that. Ain't nobody trying to come up and try to get.
Didn't they boo? Didn't they boo him?
Like he was on Apollo.
Yeah, he's waiting for Sandman to come out there, huh?
For the Sandman to come get him.
Sandman and Kiki escort his ass on out the door.
Hey, look, man. It would be one swift motion. Once he come out on the stage, you already see the cane coming in, man. He's not on the stage for long at all.
Yeah,
it's gotta be because he got that little look he make. You know what I'm saying? And when you see your face on the screen, man, and you hear this chorus of boos,
right?
For somebody with as big as ego as him, that's got to be deflating. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be deflating, man.
I'm surprised he didn't start tweeting.
He probably did.
Yeah, he probably did. You know how he is, man. He's so sensitive about that stuff.
And I'm sure someone in his circle had to say something. I'm sure someone said something like, are you sure? Like, you see who the players are. Like, I'm sure somebody said something.
Well, I see the Knicks. The Knicks have already declined. They already declined that they're not going to the White House. Even if there was an invitation, the players said they ain't going.
Oh, they're not going. Okay.
The players ain't going.
Wow.
So maybe the owner will go. You know, he's friends with Donald Trump. Maybe the owner will go.
Yeah.
Some of his people. The players say, "No, we good. We good on that."
That's I haven't heard about that, but that would be cool and will settle any type of debate as to whether they should or should not go. Oh, they already decided, so let's move on. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's good for them that they made that decision not to.
No NBA team in his terms, the president has visited the White House. Not one NBA team.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah. Shout out to Neil. What's up, homie? Neil said congratulations to the Knickerbockers. But F Cat.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
He scored 2 points and 2 points. 2 points.
Cat boy was doing a serious disappearing act, man.
I think he attempted 7 shots. It was less than 10, I believe. If I'm correct, I think he was 2 for 7.
I know he was scoreless in the fourth quarter, like in that last game. He hadn't scored a point in the fourth quarter in any of the games. He had a couple of good games, but
he didn't score in the fourth quarter in none of the games.
And I think the first 4 games, I don't think he scored in the fourth quarter.
Damn.
But they managed to win. You know, they managed to win. No, but next year is going to be. You know, you got to enjoy it now while it lasts, because you know, Jay Tatum is going to come in fresh. We don't know what team Giannis is.
Where he going?
Exactly where he going.
Yeah,
you know, Orlando. Orlando's on the come up, and then you got the what's the dude Halliburton?
Yeah,
From the Pacers.
He should be
I
back.
think he'll be back. So
all right, don't sleep on them Wizards, man. They got the #1 pick.
Hey, Wizards. Don't mess this up.
Hey, Neil.
I'm sorry, Dean. You said something, man?
Wait a minute, man. I'm getting the NBA expert to comment. Neil, what do you think about the Wizards next year? If they keep AD, Trae Young, Sarr, they got the #1 pick. What's your thoughts? Wes Unseld ain't around. What's your pick on the Wizards next? What you think about the Wizards? see,
but Dean, you know what I'm surprised at, man? I heard you name the players, and you included AD.
I know.
He's going to get hurt. It's only a matter of when, but it's going to happen.
I know.
It's either going to be a fingernail, a scratch. It's going to be something. He's gonna jump on his foot wrong. He's gonna be out for something. He will be injured.
That's exactly what history tells us.
If
I ain't never seen a guy get injured like
his
that.
eyes are going to damn hurt. So I don't know if he's one that you can really
can't count on him.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
No, that's yeah, he would definitely have to stay healthy. Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, even if they get the best players, they're not going to give. You see the Wizards, man. Their reputation, man, is crazy. I mean, you talking about messing up some talent. God damn, you see what Neil said?
I see it.
I mean, that's their story.
What Neil is saying is a very important point. They're not going to give him time to develop. And I would add, and he's right. And I would add that I doubt if the Wizards have that level of coaching capacity to bring a player like him along. Because what I'm finding more and more is that you can be a player and you can have a particular skill and but you need a good coaching staff to develop your skill, so that you can be able to grow. And certain teams have that type of staffing. Other teams don't, and I don't think the Wizards have that type of team or a coaching staff that is known for developing first year. And I'll be honest with you. I know that Steve Kerr is a good coach, and I don't doubt that. But there are times where I question him and younger players, like first and second year players, But anyway.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that for the sports mix here, we letting those Wizards know that they on our radar now. They are on the radar, and we will be talking about them this upcoming season. And they'll take them in year 2 for some polls. For some past. Right. That's what they do. Trade these young guys. They trade a 25-year-old Chris Webber for a 33-year-old Mitch Richmond. What kind of sense do that make?
I'm a Knicks fan. We used to do that like every single year. Rolando Blackman, Derek Harper,
Doc Rivers.
At least they got to the finals.
What was the guy who?
They got to the finals with them guys, though.
Huh?
They got to the finals with them guys.
Some of them did, yeah, some of them years.
Yeah, but they didn't win though.
But they got there. See, I mean, we talking about the Wizards didn't get to the playoffs, or if they did, they was like an 8th seed.
Yeah.
But you talking? I mean, we got Bernard King after he had a devastating knee injury. Moses Malone.
Yeah.
I mean, do we got to do this? Can we do this again? I mean, we can go down the list of people that Washington has brought in here.
Ralph Sampson. Gus Williams.
But
we said Moses Malone.
Moses Malone.
He played for the Wizards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on his last leg though when he played.
He played alongside Manute Bol and Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he was there.
Damn.
Dan Brownfield. They brought him in there. He was old.
Bob Dandridge.
Yeah. They brought him there.
That's the makings of a bad team. That's sad, man.
Now, this is Washington basketball though.
Yeah.
You know, this is what, and again, you look at the laundry list of guys that they had.
Duckworth. Here's another one.
I remember Duckworth.
They brought him in.
But I mean, we could do this both ways. We could talk about the list of players that they brought in that were past their prime. Purvis Ellison.
Purvis. Never nervous, Purvis.
Never nervous. But think about the ones they gave up on. You know, Chris Webber.
Oh,
Richard Hamilton.
Right. Ben Wallace.
Rasheed Wallace. Ben Wallace.
Yeah. She Wallace. Yeah.
You know.
Let them guys go.
I mean, and basically for nothing.
Right. Right.
I mean, you traded away Rip Hamilton and brought Stackhouse.
Man. Come on, man.
Do they have like the same through the years? Do they have like roughly the same front office? Like what is it?
Well, one thing I can say about that is that you will never have to. Well, I don't. Man, the man dead. I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna let him rest in peace, man. Wes Unseld is dead. I'm gonna let the man rest in peace. Okay. I'm gonna leave it alone, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let the man rest in peace, and you will never hear any kind of discussions on Michael Jordan as the GOAT as a GM.
No, indeed.
Mike struggled.
He struggled.
He sent Rip away and brought Stackhouse in. Man, come on, man. Kwame Brown. You know. He drafted him.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. But I'm gonna leave Wes Unseld, man. Rest in peace, Wes. Because I know his son's still around and he might come after me or something. And his son's still in the league coaching.
Yeah, his son's still around. I think
Wes Unseld Jr.
Yeah, he was Chicago Bull. And Wes been taking some heat from us.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We've been definitely throwing some darts at him.
Yeah.
You know, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Wes Unseld.
I mean, they got going number one, man. He, I didn't see him too much during. I think only see him play maybe like twice during the year, and I saw him a little bit more during the tournament. That's a small sample size, but seemed like he come to play.
He could play. No, yeah. He could play now. He was rough. He was rough and tough. Wes was rough, boy. Undersized at center, but he be out there, man, banging the shit out of people. Wes was about. They say he was 6'7".
Yeah.
No, I was referring to the guy who's projected to be the number one pick.
Oh,
you talking about was he AJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, him. Yeah, I've seen him play a couple of times, and he over there at BYU.
Yeah.
I seen him play against the guy Peterson from Kansas, who who tried out. Who you remember, Kenny? You was showing me who the Wizards had tried out. Well, they tried him out, the boy Peterson. Yeah, and that's the only team that he tried out for. So he said, I ain't trying out for nobody. Utah Jazz want to try Peterson out. He said, I ain't trying out for them. I'm only trying out for the Wizards because he's figuring he's gonna be the number 1 pick. And Utah got the number 2 pick. And then again, the boy AJ is from BYU and played high school ball over in Utah. So they kind of salivating to get him. But it's a lot of young talent, man. The top 4 guys look real good to me. That guy AJ Peterson from Kansas, the boy from North Carolina, and then the boy from Duke, Boozer's son.
Yeah,
Cameron Boozer.
The draft is next week?
Yeah. I think it's next week, the 20 something, right?
Yeah, I think it is next week.
Yeah, I think it's next week. So
yeah,
we'll see how that come out. I'll be interested to see what the Wizards do with this number 1 pick.
Don't mess this up, man.
Yeah, don't make this up.
You know, I mean, y'all got Dean excited, man. He talking about buying some tickets to some games next year.
Yeah.
He even got me talking about I might go to a game.
Going down there to see him play, man. I ain't been down there to see him play since John Wall was down there.
Well, you got me beat.
Yeah. And then his ass had to be hurt when I went down there. I didn't even know it.
Wow.
I was ready to turn around and walk out.
You didn't get to see him do the Dougie or nothing.
Right.
Right. Damn.
So now he at Howard now, right?
Yeah, he do something with Howard.
Okay.
I don't know what they call these guys is like the basketball general managers or something.
Yeah.
I don't get that, but they, you know, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Get your job. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But good luck to John Wall with Howard University and all that.
Yeah.
But
hey, Ken,
Washington Wizards, don't mess this up, man.
Yeah, don't please.
They're gonna mess it up.
Yeah, don't mess it up.
AD's gonna get hurt. They're gonna mess it up.
Yeah.
They're gonna mess it up, man.
They're not sure if they're gonna keep him. They think I keep hearing his name on the trade block, so a lot of teams are interested in him, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, don't mess this up.
Don't mess this up, man.
Yeah. Don't mess
Ken,
it up.
I wanted to say something. I wanted to go back to the Knicks for a second because I saw something today. Well, first, you know, even like before the Knicks won the chip, there was a lot of I don't know what exaggerating. I guess I don't know. I'm struggling to find the right word. You know, where there was this elevation of Brunson as a player, the Knicks as the greatest Knicks team, and you know they just to me, I mean they just made a really really good run when they needed to. You know, I think that what you saw with the Knicks was Mike Brown throughout the whole season looking for the right recipe. You know, mixing this in, doing all of this, and it wasn't until like after game 2 in the Atlanta series that this is it. This is the Pepsi Cola. This is it. You got the secret, and and it went on. They went on for, you know. So they had like a great run. We'll see how this translates into their play.
They swept Cleveland,
right? Right. But I need to see what they're going to do next year.
Oh yeah,
they're going to put them up there with, like I said, they had a great run, man. But now in terms of like greatest teams, I think you have to do it more than once.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you have to kind of demonstrate something during the course of the season.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, but I just think you have to show something during the season to establish your greatness. You know that you have imposed your will on teams throughout the year. But
Oh yeah.
we'll we'll see.
Yeah, you gotta definitely do it more than once. You know, sustain greatness is sustained,
Yep.
Over
you know,
time.
over time. And that's you know, I mean, as far as team greatness is sustained over some time, you know.
Even players.
Yeah.
You
Was
can't have a good year and I mean the one good thing about having a good year, you can get a contract.
yeah. You definitely can get paid. You definitely can get paid. You know, we saw that right here in Baltimore with old Joe Flacco. You know,
Yeah.
they say
Yeah.
Joe bet on himself. Said, I don't want that little crappy contract you offer me. I'm gonna wait it out. And Joe went on ahead and won the Super Bowl and was Super Bowl MVP and got paid handsomely.
He hit the jackpot, man.
You know, hit the jackpot.
Yep.
So we definitely see it happen in sports.
So,
You know, Sammy Sosa,
right.
Mark McGuire, and Chris Davis.
Chris Davis with the Orioles, yeah.
And he was a stinker after he got paid.
Right.
That's when we found out he was on them roids. Or he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't on steroids. He was on something else. What was his thing?
Talking about Chris Davis?
Yeah, Chris Davis got caught with something else. It wasn't steroids. At least they didn't call it steroids. He got caught with something.
Something. Yeah.
But
well,
he was never the same after that. He was never the same guy after that. You know.
yeah.
Yeah, but let me wrap this one up, boy.
Mm-hmm.
A long day catching up to me. Juwan Howard is another one. Overpaid.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Overpaid.
Juwan. Yeah.
Hey, was it was it Jawan? Wasn't Jawan one of the first ones to get
100 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it was Jawan and I want to say Morning. I could be wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Juwan, remember when he signed with Miami,
Right?
and then that contract got voided, and I can see I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah. Who was involved?
Wes Unseld.
Wes Unseld.
And he was on TV said he's back.
He's back.
He's
Big,
back.
I think Big West went down there or something. Or I don't know, man. I'm gonna let West rest in peace, man. I'm gonna let that man rest.
Hey, West got on the Amtrak and went and got him.
Man. Then lied straight. Yeah, Otto Porter. Yeah. Lied straight to Muggsy.
Oh, I remember Otto Porter.
He sucked. Man, I didn't like Otto Porter at Georgetown, man. And I'm a Georgetown Hoya. But before we get out of here, I want to say rest in peace to Alden Smith, former 49ers linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. Passed away over the weekend. I haven't heard any details on how he passed or what happened. I'm just
36.
wanted to send out condolences to the young fella's family. Man, that's tough. You know, young man like that passed away. But I wanted to send condolences out to him and the family from the Sports Mix. You know, rest in peace, young fella.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so just wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Also, on a happier note, something near and dear to us here at the Sports Mix. My guy, Terry Nolan Jr. played a little semi-pro ball this year. He was named the Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay.
In that league. I just saw the notification today. So, shout out to Terry, one of our favorites.
Absolutely.
One of our favorite Superman, man. He's still racking them up, man. Defensive Player of the Year.
Wow.
In his first year playing semi-pro over there.
How about
played
that?
Played on the local Baltimore team, and he was. I can't read that the writing on that. Let me see if I can look it up on my phone right quick.
Averaged 3 steals. He was first in the league in steals.
First in steals.
Averaged 9 defensive rebounds. That was 5th in the league.
Averaged 1 block, 22
1 block
total.
a game. Wow.
8th in the league at 6'2".
At 6'2", right.
So shout out to Terry, man, one of my guys.
Wow.
Man, Coach Dean.
Terry went in there and meant business like we knew he would.
Yeah, that's part for the course for Terry. Also, this Thursday, I'm gonna be in the building. Terry, and we talked about this last time. Terry getting inducted into the Baltimore Catholic League Hall of Fame. And that ceremony is this Thursday night out at the. Let me not do this. I'm blanking on the name out there in Ellicott City, but it'll come to me. But he's being inducted into the Hall of Fame out there this Thursday. I'm gonna be in the building to see my guy get his just due, and he's got a hell of a class going in there with himself. Another guy that's close to us, Lou Winston, Coach Pig, as we call him. The current Howard County Fire Chief.
Yeah.
Lou Winston played at Loyola Blakefield in the early 80s. He got called. He's going to be a Hall of Famer in the Baltimore Catholic League, so I'll get to see him go in. Marty Johnson, another early 80s guy, went to Cardinal Gibbons, Towson University. He's going into the Hall of Fame. Jalen Smith, current, I think he's with Chicago Bulls now, right?
I think so, yeah.
Jalen Smith played at Mount St. Joe. Tough. Sticks. Tough. He was a cheat code in high school. I saw him play a couple of times in high school.
Yeah, I caught him.
18 feet in, he did not miss. I mean, it was unfair. I mean, he already 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", whatever.
He was all Big Ten up in Maryland.
This kid did not miss.
He could play.
He could play. He did not miss, man. I was like, yo, how you guard that? How do you guard somebody he's just not going to miss?
He went in the first round, NBA.
Yeah, yep, he's first round pick in the NBA. So Jalen Smith is going in. A couple other names are going in, man. Guys that did their thing in the Baltimore Catholic League, but it should be a good event. But proud of my guy Terry, as always, going to get his propers. You know what I'm saying, going to the Hall of Fame there. So I'm just excited, man. So the New York Knicks are the world champions. Well, the NBA champions. We kind of clarified that earlier.
Yeah.
I don't think people saying world champions anymore.
Yeah.
Because who was the track star? You said they got on them then.
That was Noah Lyles.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Noah Lyles laughing when he was saying it too.
Yeah, ain't no more world champions. Y'all champions of the NBA.
What are these guys talking about?
Hey, Ken, let me ask you guys a question. You ever heard about I'm pretty sure you have. I went down a rabbit hole one night watching video of Josh Selby.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, what caught me was when they showed him in high school. I think he was at Lake Clifton.
Lake Clifton, yes, sir.
So I was like, oh shit, let me take a look at this cool, So I'm so then I just like went down, just was watching all type of video, but he didn't pan out too long in the NBA, man.
Yeah, Josh was the. I didn't get to see him in high school. I missed out on him in high school.
Mm-hmm.
But from all I've heard, he was Showtime.
Ooh, man.
He was a show in high school, and he put on the show every game. They said it was, you know, he was the guy that was shooting, you know, couple steps over half court. He letting them go. He turned around, running out. He running down around court all right before the ball. He went through the nets. He was one of them. You know what I'm saying? He was one of them types, man. But
absolutely. When he came out of high school, some of the rankings, a lot of rankings had him number 2 coming out. The number 1 player coming out of high school that year was Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that kind of lets you know what kind of level he was on. He wound up going to Kansas.
Yep.
And he had to sit out the first 4 or 5 games. Yep. And they was chomping at the bit for him to play, man. And when he came out in that first game, I don't know, he dropped about 25, 28 or something and hit the game winner.
Yep. I watched that one. I remember watching that.
I watched that one.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, you know, he left early. He was got into some little mix up down there, and he wound up leaving early.
Yep.
And I watched every summer league game that he played that year going into the NBA, and he wound up being the summer league co-MVP with Dame.
Yep.
Dame Lillard.
Yeah.
So I know. So Selby was rolling, man.
Yeah.
And he wound up he was with Memphis.
Down there with Rudy.
Down there playing with them for a while, and he was getting his shots. A couple of games he did real well, but it didn't pan out for whatever reason.
I think it was injuries, because even when he was at Kansas, he
dealt with something over there too.
Yeah, he got injured, and I think that when he was with Memphis, I think it was the injuries, and then, you know, working himself, you know, back into the groove, you know. Mm-hmm. But I was not familiar with him. So when I saw the video clips, man, you know, and then I had to go to YouTube, you know, so I'm starting searching, man, you know, and I'm like, oh shit, man.
Yeah, that's what YouTube would do to you.
Yeah,
man.
I
went down that rabbit hole, man.
Had me finding some interesting stuff last night too. I talked about that a little earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
He's still overseas playing too, they saying. Selby. Yeah.
Josh was tough, man. He was must see TV.
Lithuanian league.
Yeah, he was must see.
He 35 years old now, man. Damn.
Wow.
Man, that's crazy.
Wow, man. That's he 35.
Wow.
I mean, I guess he played in the early 2000s in high school.
Wow. Yeah, time, man. Time flying.
I ain't waiting on none of us.
Right.
Goodness gracious.
Nope.
Man. Well, fellas, it's been real. You know, y'all know, you know, some of the people that's watching don't know. You know, I'm still recovering from a little surgery I had a couple weeks ago. So, you know, I'm a little tired.
Yeah, that's understandable.
A little tired right now.
I ain't had no surgery and I'm tired. So I can imagine.
But I wanted to, you know, definitely come on tonight, you know, to wrap up the NBA season. You know, we got the draft coming up in a couple weeks or next week, and we talked about the Wizards because they are the local team, I guess. They're the closest team to us, and they got the number 1 pick. And the running theme from the Sports Mix to the Wizards is, do not mess this up.
And we ain't letting it go.
We are not letting it go.
We're not gonna let it go.
Do not mess this up, man.
Let me ask you a question. What constitutes a mess up? How can they mess this up?
I mean, well, the history dictate that they're going to mess this up.
Right.
History dictate that at some point they're going to mess this up.
Would trading the pick be a mess up?
It just depends on what they get back.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if
Right.
if they flip flop with Utah, they take the number 2. They give Utah the 1. They take the 2.
I don't understand that. Like, anyway, I did not understand that.
Yeah. See, you know, again, these are the Washington Wizards we talking about.
Right.
You know, and they've been getting grace because people don't talk bad about them like they talk bad about the Clippers. You know, Clippers historically been bad. They've had some decent teams over the last few years. You know, last 20 years or so, they've had a couple decent teams in there. You know, but historically, the Clippers are the JV team in Los Angeles. You know, the Lakers are the show. I mean, they shared a building with the Lakers, for Christ's sake.
Right.
Like, they didn't have their own arena. Like, come on, man.
Right.
And I hear Clippers players talking about those times, man, when they shared the building and you got all the Lakers banners and stuff up, man. You know, in the back, you know, all the Magic, and you know what I'm saying, you got statues of Magic and Kareem, them dudes outside the building. Like, come on, man. I mean, so the Wizards don't have that problem. The Wizards, the next closest team to Washington is what, Philly?
Right.
So they pretty much control the area. You got, come on, man. Don't mess this up.
Don't mess it up, man.
Don't mess this up.
Don't mess it up.
I'm telling you. Hey, listen. We put them on notice. You know what I'm saying? We've been beating West Unseld about a month now.
Damn.
West Unseld been catching strays for about the last month.
We've been relentless on West.
We've been on his ass.
Yeah.
You know, because man, some of the stuff was inexcusable. I don't think unexcusable is a word, but it's a word.
That must be the moans that I'm hearing, man. That must be coming from West.
Man, West.
Right.
Don't mess this up, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the GM in Washington is right now.
Me either.
But man, don't mess this up.
I don't know who the head coach is. West had about 2 or 3 stints as the head coach. He was the GM for many years. Now he's a Baltimore legend. I mean, he played for the Baltimore Bullets, and I guess as a Washington Bullet, they won the finals. They beat Seattle.
I remember that
Mm-hmm.
in the finals back in '78, and they gave him the MVP, which he wasn't.
Yeah, I was. I read something about that a couple days ago.
Yeah, he wasn't no MVP, man. You had Bobby Daniels and Alvin Hayes up in there, man. He shouldn't have won that, man. Yeah, no.
They one man averaged 7 points.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. And they gave it to West. Like, so West had the freedom pretty much to do what he wanted to do with the franchise as GM, as coach. And man, we just went through all the years that he just fucked shit up, man.
Hey, who voted for the MVP of that series?
I don't know, man. But that was like, what? Like, what? West Unseld MVP? See, now right there, that lets you know something going on. Yeah, something ain't right. Something ain't right.
My man averaged 7 points a game.
Right.
Now, I mean, was he getting 30 rebounds a game?
Man, that motherfucker should not have been MVP, man. Period. Period.
Damn, Dean.
Man.
You just let him have it, man.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
And look, we talked about him so bad the other week. Goddamn, Landon hit me up a couple of days later with a video with Muggsy Bogues talking about after his rookie year, he went in for his exit meeting, and they was talking about, yeah, we gonna get some players that can run with you, because again they had we know Bernard King and Moses Malone and Manute. He had all these old slow guys that couldn't get up and down the court with Muggs. So they're like, yeah. He said, West told him, yeah, we gonna get you some guys in here.
We got you.
Muggsy said he left and didn't even get to his apartment and the phone was ringing. say his agent was on. He had David Falk. David Falk was his agent.
Right.
And he said, man, hey.
How do you feel? How you feel playing? How you feel playing for Charlotte? You're like, what? Charlotte? What are you talking about?
Damn.
I just left West.
and West talked about get me some pieces. He said, well, now you're on the way to Charlotte, buddy.
You're on your way to Charlotte. He left you unprotected.
Damn.
For that expansion drive. And Charlotte picked him.
Yeah. And I'm saying, because I mean, we here now. You know, I don't know who the GM was in '87. I guess West was the head coach, right? I don't know who was making the picks. I don't know, man. I don't know who was making the picks. I remember watching the '87 draft like it was yesterday. I remember watching it because that my guy Reggie Williams went number 4 to the Clippers. I was sick that he went number. I thought he should have went second or third. I always thought he should have been second or third that draft. You know, Dave Robinson went 1. Big boy from UNLV went 2 to Phoenix, and then the guard. Dang, why am I
went to Chicago?
Went to the Nets.
Oh, the Nets, yeah.
From Ohio State.
I know you're talking about.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
I can't think his name, and then Reggie went 4.
Yeah, to the Clippers.
To the Clippers. But then with the Wizards had the 11th pick.
They picked Green or something, right?
No, they picked Muggsy.
Oh, they picked on that draft. Okay.
But the Wizards needed a point guard. I thought they was going to pick Mark Jackson.
Right.
Mark Jackson was sitting there. Mark Jackson was a legit point guard in the Big East. He probably his first team all Big East that year. St. John's, you know, he played. Come on, man. And the Wizards selected Muggsy Bogues. Now, I wasn't mad at the pick, but I thought they should have picked Mark Jackson. And Mark Jackson went on to be Rookie of the Year that year.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he was, yeah.
He was Rookie of the Year for his rookie year. You know? But again, it's just one of those things. You draft Muggsy first in the first round.
Yeah, that was Dennis Hobson.
Dennis Hobson, yeah. Dennis Hobson from Ohio State. And Armand Gilliam was the second pick.
Armand Gilliam, right.
But you draft Muggsy as first round, and you think about how people talk about first round picks today, how valuable a first round pick is, and you leave your first round pick from the year before unprotected in the expansion draft, like,
right?
Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man. You use the first round pick to draft Muggs, and the very next year you leave him unprotected.
Yeah. That's the Wizards.
And they was the Bullets back then.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Don't mess this up, man.
Yeah.
You pissing me off now. I'm getting mad already.
Right.
Because
they changed the name.
Hey, listen, I'm a Knicks fan. We had to go through this year after year after year with their draft picks, man.
Well, listen. CB, I love you. With all due respect, it wasn't this bad.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to tell you something the Knicks did that didn't make a lot of sense. You draft Mark Jackson.
Right.
Mark Jackson is the Rookie of the Year.
Right.
And then the very next year, you draft Ross Strickland.
And then you keep him on the bench.
Again, I don't know who's running these teams and just like some of the decision-making that goes on.
Didn't Strickland go to the Wizards?
Yeah, he came to
the
played.
Wizards. Yeah,
he played. Wizards, yo.
Yeah, he came here eventually. He played with Chris Webber and them guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was some of the better versions of the team. You know, the years that they had them guys. But again, it wasn't long. It wasn't like a long time. It was only like a 2-3 year window. And they messed that up. Damn it. Oh man. Woo! And I'm not a Wizards fan like that. You know, I mean, I don't parade the Wizards as my team, but god damn it, they the closest thing we got.
Right.
And we used to go, you know, man, nail us. We used to go to games, man. We used to go to the Bullets and Wizards type games. We used to go to the games, man. Damn it.
They can't even get people off the street, man, with free tickets now, man.
Oh, man.
You see them on the street, man, trying to give out tickets, man. People, man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, I don't want that shit.
Right.
You can't even give those tickets away.
They
Man.
talking about who is it Disney on Ice? I'd rather go see that.
Right.
God damn it, the magic school bus or something. I don't know.
The 1987 draft, of course, that was a historic draft for Baltimore. We had Reggie Williams, Muggsy, and Reggie Lewis go in the first round.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Reggie number 4, Muggsy number 12, and Reggie Lewis went 22.
And that's another thing. You know, the Knicks trade Strickland and Jackson. I mean, again, yeah, you know, I understand what you're saying, CB. You know, I understand. I get you, brother. But at least, you know, your team's always at least in the playoffs.
Right.
You know, the Bullets, man. I mean, the Bullets/Wizards, man. I mean, they just made some of the most ridiculous moves in the history of moves that being made. Let me stop.
At some point, man, the other owners got to look at you like, yo, what you doing?
No, they look at him like, hey, all right, Wes, or whoever the GM was at the time. Listen, I got a deal for you, buddy. I got a deal for you. I got Mitch Richmond, a 15-time All-Star, you know, one of the leading scorers in the history of the league. I'll trade him straight up for you for Chris Webber. Come here, this is Mitch Richmond. He one of the second best behind Michael Jordan. He's top 5 at the shooting guard position. Chris Webber straight up. Wes Unseld, whoever over there was like, hey, that sounds like a good move.
He
Done.
25-year-old Chris Webber going to Sacramento for 33-year-old Mitch Richmond. Mitch Richmond came to the Wizards, and I mean, he did okay. He had a decent season, but it was he scored less than any of his previous seasons. You could see he was going down. And then Wes, after that season, gave him a fat contract.
Damn it.
Gave him a fat contract, and the man is on his way down. Of course, we know Chris Webber went on to basically, he really led Sacramento to the finals if the ref didn't, you know.
Yeah.
Up them. He wanted the Lakers to go. They cheated on him. But Chris Webber was tough, man. Franchise type player.
Neil said, we're just going to trade the number 1 pick for Draymond. That sound like a Wizards move. That sound like a Wizards move, man. You know, yeah. We're gonna package the number 1 pick.
That's some shit.
And one of them young guys too. Let's fatten it up.
Somebody from the Wizards office is going to see this. They're going to be like, yo, wait a mo.
Right. Motherfucker on the Kevin Hart special said, he said, Draymond Green, that name. Said, what did he say? We gonna fix up the kitchen. I think I want to paint it Draymond Green.
Hey, bro. I mean, this is how ridiculous the Wizards have been.
That's how ridiculous they are, man.
This is how ridiculous they've been as an organization over the last 40 years.
I'm saying, and really, what Neil has right there sum up the Wizards, how they've been rolling over the last couple decades.
Oh man.
Damn.
I mean, Draymond, you might well bring in Meg Thee Stallion's ex-boyfriend too. What's his name?
Yeah, bring Clay.
Bring Clay over.
Bring Clay too.
These are Wizards type moves though. These type of things that they do historically.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is this. And I've said it for the last. Don't mess this up, man. Do not mess this up, man. And I just feel like, man, at some point I'm gonna just be so disappointed. I'm gonna be like, man, you know, I blame myself. I blame myself for believing in him.
Who's the Wizards coach?
I don't even know.
Nah, we done gave up on them, man. We gave up on them, so we don't know what's going on for real now.
I know who it's not. It's not
Right.
West Unseld.
It ain't West no more. West done. Yeah. West checked out.
Yeah, and Abe Poland is checked out too.
Right, the owner.
The old owner, he's gone too. So
right,
you know, I don't even know who the owner is now. Just don't mess this up, man. That's all I got to say, man. Just do not mess this up because y'all been messing up stuff since. I mean, you're talking about. I mean, goodness gracious, man. I'm my head hurting.
I used to work with a dude.
My head hurting.
He used to have season tickets for the Wizards.
Wow.
Yeah, he used to live in DC, but he moved to Baltimore, but he still kept his
Is he okay?
Season tickets. I feel like I need to holler. I haven't hollered at him in a while, man, but I feel like I need to holler at him, man. Like
yeah, make sure he all right, man.
Yeah.
That's gotta be rough. You know, you
He used to try to give those tickets away though, man. I remember. Like, yo, you want to come? Yeah, yo, you want to come? Like, nah.
Nobody want that. I mean,
you go to see the other team. When LeBron comes to town, Wemby comes to town, you know, that type of thing.
The Wizards had some decent years when they had Gilbert Arenas and dudes. They was a middle of the road Eastern Conference team,
and they went to the playoffs.
They couldn't get past LeBron in Cleveland.
Yep.
Right.
Cleveland was their Achilles heel every year.
Yeah, Antoine Jameson and them guys.
Yeah.
I was at the game when LeBron did the game winning shot and knocked them out the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still got the towel somewhere in there.
And then, you know, Chris Webber and them, they didn't let that. They played the Bulls in the playoffs one year. I think it was 97. And Jordan said these boys are gonna be tough.
They're the team of the future. That's what he was saying.
Yeah, Jordan said they're gonna be tough, and of course, you know, West and them boys didn't. You know, man, what Mike Jordan know? What he know?
You know, and Mike gave him his stamp of approval.
You know, get Sacramento on the phone. Damn it. We want Mitch Richmond over here. You know, y'all can have Chris Webber, a 25-year-old Chris Webber. Y'all can have him.
Right.
Yeah.
25. Man.
Now,
Sacramento has some teams, man.
Yeah.
That was after
they had a nice little crew for a few years.
Led by Chris Webber.
Yeah, led by Webber after Mitch Richmond.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Now to you know, when Jordan came here to play, when he ended up being a player from, I guess that was 01, 02.
Yeah.
Like that. It was 2 years.
01, 02, yeah.
Now, the Wizards sold out every game.
Yes.
I believe I watched pretty much every game.
Me too.
I was tuned in.
Every game.
You
Absolutely.
Know, we sold a lot of tickets when Mike was here.
Yes.
They were fun to watch.
Yep.
You know, and you know, the deal was that Mike was going back up in the front office after the season. You know, again, we're not saying Michael Jordan was Jerry West or Pat Riley or somebody up in the front office wheeling and dealing. But they messed that up.
Yeah, they messed it up.
I mean, and they fired Michael Jordan unceremoniously.
Yeah.
And I remember I was in DC that day. I was working down that end, and I remember listening to John Thompson vividly. And Big John went off.
Yeah.
Big John went off on the Wizards, man. That's one of them times, John, they just let him go. I guess when you're on radio or TV, you got somebody in the background telling you, hey, we got 5 seconds, 10 seconds. They let him go. They went through commercial because Big John was on one of them roles. He's like, all right, don't stop him. And John cussed and everything. He said, I believe it was the F word.
Yeah.
But John went off. And his main thing was, you don't treat this guy like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't do him like that. You know what I'm saying? And again, it just goes to show you the type of organization you are. Right? If you want to part ways with Michael Jordan, you got to do it a little more respectfully, because you are the Wizards. You are the Wizards. He did you a favor by even coming here. You know what I mean? That's the first thing. He did a favor to the Wizards by even coming here and accepting. I think he was president.
Yeah.
He's president of basketball. And then he decided he wanted to play. He did them a huge favor because they wasn't selling out no games. They wasn't selling out tickets like that before he came. They sold out every game for 2 straight years. 2 straight. They made a lot of money off Michael Jordan when he was here. They sold a lot of jerseys. The Wizards, they even had the throwback Bullets colors and some Jordan jerseys. They had some Jordan jerseys in the old Bullets colors and all that stuff. They made a lot of money off Michael Jordan, man. And again, in typical Wizards fashion, they effed it up.
Yeah. He boosted the whole economy over there in DC.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy, man. Every game sold out. The cab drivers was thrilled. The restaurants were happy. The fans was thrilled. Everything, man, was bumping. And they did him dirty, man.
Yeah. So
they did the man dirty.
And again, they got the number 1 pick. So John Wall was the number 1 overall pick, right?
Yeah.
So this is at least the 3rd time that they've had the number 1 overall pick. Well, how would you rate the John Wall years here in DC?
Shit, man.
No words, huh?
I don't even know what to say.
A little bit though.
I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say, man.
The Wall and Bradley Beal
and John Wall.
Because at one point they were comparing that backcourt to Steph and Clay.
Yep.
Now this is before Steph and Clay won.
I remember.
But they were saying that they possibly were the best young backcourt in the NBA. I remember that. And then Steph and Clay had something to say about that. Shout out to who's this here? Wrestling with My Thoughts. At least
okay.
Yeah, you right.
The dance move, the doggy.
They couldn't. The Dougie was must see. And Dean was disappointed. He didn't even get to see that, man.
I didn't get to see that, man.
He got tickets to the game, bought some nice tickets.
Right.
Man.
Nice tickets, man.
See the Wizards game to see John Wall, and he was hurt.
He was hurt that game, man.
Dang.
Come on, man.
I got to see Dwight Howard. He was with Orlando at the time. That's who they were playing.
You got to see that.
Yeah, I got to see Dwight Howard.
How about that?
Right.
How about that? Yeah, he wasn't doing nothing freaky out there, but
yeah, I don't know, man. You know, he's that Dwight Howard guy, man.
He's a little different.
Yeah, he's a little bit different there. Yeah, he a little different.
He was frequent to them Diddy parties, from what I heard.
Yeah, I've heard the rumors. I've seen some video footage of some of the things he's done on the sideline at the game.
Yeah. I've seen some of that.
Damn.
All Bill were considered the number 1 or 1A backcourt to Dame and CJ McCollum.
Yep.
Yeah. But they was also comparing them to Stephen Clay.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
it got to the point where they thought Bill was too good for DC. Okay, we got to get him out of here. Went to Phoenix, and what do we see?
But see, here's the deal with that. Here's my take on that. They held on to Bradley Beal too long.
Right.
But I think 2 years too long. I think they should have traded him to the Lakers probably around the time when with the bubble. You know what I'm saying? Bradley Beal was on the trading block then.
Right.
And the Wizards, for whatever reason, you know, and I think they even re-upped him. I think he even got a big contract before they traded him. You know, man. What year did Wes Unseld pass away? We've been wearing his ass out.
Yeah, let's look that up. Let's see what's going on. Come on.
God damn it.
Yeah, let's see what's going on. Oh, Wes, boy.
Oh,
indeed. Oh, Wes Unseld, boy.
Man, don't mess this up, man.
Yeah, Wes. He died June the 2nd, 2020.
God damn it, right in the pandemic.
Right.
Right in the pandemic.
COVID. Damn.
Right. Wesley Sissel Unseld Sr.
Who? Sissel.
Sissel. Sissel.
Damn.
Yeah. Ain't that something? Spent his entire National Basketball Association career with the Baltimore/Capital/Washington Bullets. He come up out of Louisville. And he was selected 2nd overall by the Bullets in 1968.
Damn, 68.
Known as the Incredible Hawk and the Oak Tree because of his immense physical presence. He's one of the few people that ever did this. I think it's only 2 in NBA history. He was the most valuable player and Rookie of the Year during his Rookie of the Year. He could play. The only other player who did that was a fella by the name of Wilt Chamberlain.
How about that?
He won an NBA championship in 1978, and he was the Finals MVP. We had already told you about that shit.
Now, wait a minute. You see the banner I put up, right? Can you see that?
No, where's that?
Wizards, please don't mess this up.
I see it, yeah. Please.
Don't mess this up. That's all I'm saying.
Don't mess it up, man.
Now, you said him, and who else was the only Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same year?
20,000 Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt 20,000 Chamberlain.
Now,
you know what that means, right, CB?
Yeah. Damn.
20,000.
20,000.
Now, can Wes keep up with Wilt in the bedroom?
No, I don't think anybody can keep up with Wilt. Because he damn sure got me beat by 19,900. He beat the shit out of me.
Yeah. I wouldn't even enter that competition.
Right. He beat me clear.
Mangus 8417 said, when can we talk about Brunson and his dad cheating the cat?
Cheating the cat.
What?
Wait a minute.
Well, come on, Mangus. Put us down. Let us know.
You gotta give us
What?
some info on that.
They was
Now,
cheating the cat.
I said I was going to leave. But let me address this.
What?
Now, I don't know about the cat situation. I'm hoping that Mangus will elaborate a little bit more on that.
Yeah.
But did y'all find it interesting how Rick Brunson, seemed like he seemed like he was the head coach at times,
Yeah.
And anytime Jalen got into a little melee or something, man, Rick Brunson was front and center.
He was out there.
I mean, he was like a father at the park, man. Don't you mess with my son.
Yeah.
I said, man, come on, Brick, sit your ass down, man. The one time, man, he was always on the Spurs bench. He was always down that far down the sideline, fussing at the referees both up. I said, get your ass back up because that's a technical foul, man.
Wow.
But that's see, that's the type stuff. That's the type stuff I do. If y'all see me if y'all ever come to a game and see me, I done had other coaches, but man, we on the court.
Okay. Wait a minute. What happened?
He only took the discount on the book so he could get it back via his daddy's huge deal and leave more money in the cap left over to fill out the roster. I gotta look into that one, Mangus.
Wow.
I look into that one. But I bet you he could get a huge deal now. I don't know the status of his contract now.
Yeah, his daddy's huge deal. And leave more money in the cap left over to fill. Man, they doing it like that now. So daddy got a fat payday that he gonna shuffle over and hand off to his son. So that there was cap, so there's cap space.
Allegedly. Because, hey, listen, because I'm gonna be like, hey, the money is in my account.
Hey,
go get it.
Wow.
That's right.
You can't get it unless I give it to you.
That's right.
Well, man, Gus, you done dropped something on us. That's for sure. Dang.
Now you think Stephen A. gonna talk about that on the first take?
Who? Maybe he'll talk about it on his podcast.
Stephen A.
Yeah.
Oh man. I feel like every time I don't watch it all the time, but on occasion when I do flip on first take, I'd be like, yo, why this dude got on his Robert De Niro suits from the Casino movie, man? Like Robert De Niro
is Stephen A. New Yorker?
Mingo suits and shit, man. I see Stephen A. like, yo, you ain't Robert De Niro. That's not Casino, yo.
Right.
What are you doing?
Mangus said the next assistant on San Antonio is gonna be Ron Harper.
Wow.
I'm surprised that they didn't show his mom.
Wow. Who? Harper.
Dylan
Harper.
Yeah, what's she like? Filipino or something?
Yeah, she's fine as shit, man.
Yeah.
She's a basketball coach, actually.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yep. She was actually coaching Dylan up.
Yeah, she was definitely instrumental in them boys playing because the other boy in the league too, the other son.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man. So Ron,
wow.
So Ron can't take all the credit then, huh?
Nah, and she was out there kind of putting that out there because everybody was just assuming that it was all about Ron.
Exactly.
But Mama was in there coaching them up real good.
Mama shut that down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Adam Silver said, hey, listen, this is the NBA.
Yeah.
You go down the block to the NCAA, you can take that shit down there. There's a men's league here. We putting on daddy.
Yeah, she knows the game.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was a coach. I didn't.
Yeah, she's a basketball coach. I don't remember what school though.
I just know that Dylan is a hell of a goddamn ball player.
Woo,
Yes, he is, man.
fearless,
He's a star.
fearless.
Yeah.
I say that he's a star in the making. Dylan Harper is going to be a star in this league.
And De'Aaron Fox, they got a business decision to make, man, because that game, man, he was clanking. I mean, he was building bricks for his own doghouse, man.
Landon said, just go ahead and push him down the steps.
Yeah.
Landon said, go ahead and push him down the steps. Don't nobody want him.
And man, the thing is with Fox, man, he was able to get his shot.
Yeah.
They couldn't guard. He was quick enough. He got his shot, but he was missing,
Clank.
man. The clutch moments, man.
Clank.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, you know, I don't know, man. I just let me get my stuff back here. The Wizards, please don't mess this up. Yeah, that's. I'm just leave that. That's the message for the rest of the show.
Well, you got one more week, man, before one more show, rather, before the draft. I think the draft is usually on a Thursday, right?
Yeah, I may or may not do a show next week.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna see.
Okay.
See how I feel.
Right.
But if we do a show next week, and the draft is like Wednesday, Thursday, the whole show is going to be Wizards don't mess this up.
Exactly.
Do not mess this up.
You may want to do an episode and go back to the Wizards previous drafts.
Man, we might need therapists on the show.
Oh, dang.
I mean, goodness gracious.
Right.
Oh man.
Keep all sharp objects away.
They gonna hear it.
Kwame Brown, are you watching?
They gonna hear it.
You watching, Kwame, man? We love you. But you part of that history, buddy.
Didn't West Unseld open up a school, man?
Right.
You remember that?
Right over there on Caton Avenue.
Right.
Yep. The building is still there. I think the sign is still up. As a matter of fact.
I think it might be still operating. I don't know.
I don't know if the school. It's called the Unseld School.
It has a daycare program. It was nursery school or something. All that was over there. Kindergarten to 8th grade, I remember back in the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if it's still there or not.
Yeah, I know that the building is still there. It's still right there on that corner. But the West Unseld had a high school basketball tournament that I played in. And I think the tournament ran into the 90s. It was a holiday tournament. Used to be at Catonsville Community College every year. And we played in that. We played in it one year.
He was the godfather of Utah Jazz forward Kevin Love. West Unseld was.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin Love's daddy played with
Stan Love.
Yeah,
I remember. Stan, big ass Stan Love, back in the day.
Man, the West couldn't get Kevin over here, huh?
I guess not, man. He could have used that to get Kevin to come over to help out. Kevin was a bucket.
Yeah, and a hell of a rebounder.
Yeah, get them boards, man.
Damn. Yeah, West, man, don't mess this up.
Yeah.
Did I say West don't mess this up?
Well,
yeah,
you know, I mean, you said West, but we know what you meant.
The ghost of West.
The ghost of West. Yeah, and you probably need to say it one more time before you get off the ad.
Don't mess this up.
Don't, please. Please don't. Please don't, West. Don't mess this up.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Damn.
I mean, I want to go to a Wizards game next year. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah, man. We want to be involved, man. Come on, Wizards. Come on now. We want to profile you guys on the sports mix. We want to talk about you. We want to hear about some wins. We want you guys to get into the playoffs.
We want to
Come
be
on now.
positively about you.
We want to ride down to DC and come check out some games.
Trey Young, I just saw you on the podcast with who was he on with? Was he on with Ryan Clark and them boys?
Oh, he was up on there. Okay.
And he was on one of these podcasts. He talked about the Wizards possibly being number one in the East next year.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, this is why I'm hyped. Because you got AD. I know, CB. I know you nailed it. But I'm looking in a dream. It's a dream right now. You got AD, you got Trey, you got the boy from France, Saw. He's 7-1. You got the boy George on the team. You got the number 1 pick coming in. Don't mess this up. And I'm saying that this Wizards team, if you can keep that squad together and you can get AD to be healthy, you win the playoffs. You get the right pick, you in the playoffs. Come on now. Let's do this. What Wizards don't do what?
Don't mess this up.
Come on, man.
Please.
Don't mess this up, man. Please.
CB, what you say is gonna happen with AD?
He's gonna scratch a fingernail, something. Man. He gonna get a razor burn.
He gonna sneeze and throw his back out.
Come on, man. You know it's coming. Anytime he jump and come down, man, it's just like, oh man. Anytime you see him limp, it's like, okay, you feel motivated to start a pool. How long is he going to be out? 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
I really wanted to see. I wanted to see Kyrie, AD, and the young fella that come up out of Duke down at Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's the young boy from Duke that killed him? Rookie of the year. Cooper, yes, yeah, Cooper Flag. I wanted to see them 3 on the court, and they got a big boy down there that plays center. And AD wanted to play power forward. I wanted to see them boys ball. AD go down there and get hurt.
And it didn't take long.
It didn't take long.
It didn't take long at all.
He only played a few games and he got hurt and he was done for the year.
That's it.
And they saying, and Trey Young said the Wizards could be number 1 in the East.
Well, you got the Knicks.
Yo, I think he's buying some of that legal weed there in DC, man, because I
don't know about
he tripping.
I mean, you talking about the Knicks, and I don't know what Boston.
Trey tripping.
Boston is there.
He caught a bad match, man.
Cleveland's still there. I mean, so. But I definitely think
Detroit was going in the East this year.
They got an opportunity to definitely make the playoffs for sure if they keep this team together and they draft properly. Yeah. I ain't even gonna say it. Can't even say that shit again. I ain't saying that. This is crazy.
Don't mess this up, man.
Don't mess this up, man. Please. Come on, man. Come on. Don't mess this up.
Hey,
man.
Hey, listen.
Come on.
Trey in the locker room with them boys, though, man. He believed.
He wanted to come to DC.
That's the word on the street.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but this is where he wanted to be.
I don't know why either, but
I think cannabis is legal.
Yeah, well, Maryland is right there too, so he probably can reside in Maryland.
It ain't legal in Atlanta.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Neil
still on board.
Is the weed legal down there? Y'all got the what they call them, the what do you call them? The dispensaries.
Yeah, because
Right.
they got a Republican governor down there, Kemp. I don't think he going for that shit.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
probably said no.
You're right. You might be right. Shit. If
Trey,
goddamn
man.
if Charles Blackboard Brooks say that shit, I'm going with that. Shit. That's his alley right there.
Yeah, I
When
think
he speak about that, hey,
Yeah.
I shut the hell up and listen. That's what I do. Who is it down there? Who's it down there, CB?
Kemp, Governor Kemp, Brian Kemp.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
He a MAGA guy?
Because usually the Republicans are like, nah.
Yo,
Like
so
Texas,
Neil said it ain't legal there. You right.
yeah,
See that?
like Texas,
Yeah.
Florida, like nah. Like Democrats be like, Republicans be like, not here. Go to the next state.
No, you have some weed in them states, you getting locked up.
Oh yeah.
Have y'all been hearing about old Big Tigger?
Ooh,
Yeah.
You heard that story about Big Tigger?
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, his wife. Is that his wife? He married to this chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made a video with a big gash in her head. Looked like
Stitches or something, right?
it looked like he hit her with a folding chair.
Damn. Who did this?
Big Tigger, supposedly, the radio MTV guy.
Right.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That's the word. Yeah, that's the word. Allegedly.
Yeah. Right.
He supposedly beat up his wife.
Damn.
Now, this is the same woman who back a few years ago when the casino at Maryland Live first opened, she made the news because she left her 3-year-old in the car for 8 hours while she was in the casino gambling.
20 degrees outside.
Yeah. And that same child, who is, I believe, 17 years old now,
Yeah.
has been missing for how many years?
Damn.
Yeah. 7.
In 7 years she's been
7
missing.
years.
After the mom lost custody to the daddy.
Right.
Mom lost the custody battle, and then the daughter is mysteriously missing. And apparently, at least word on the street is Big Tigger didn't even know she had a daughter. But I heard. I don't know how true that is.
Which I don't know. It's gonna come out. Now, the daddy of the missing child is a close friend of the family. So I've been aware of this since it was jumping off, since it was missing. The child was abducted. Now she left her in the casino, and ultimately they were going to give it to the father. He been locked up numerous times. Darrell been locked up, man, numerous times. She been saying all kinds of stuff about him being locked up numerous times. Ultimately, he got the physical. He was going to be the primary person. They was giving the daughter to him, and the day before it was supposed to come to him, she abducted the daughter and rolled out. And he's been chasing, trying to find her for the last 7 years. But this girl is a cyber security expert. And she's been able to weave and wheel and deal. They say she got somebody in the Senate in her family and somebody with the FBI, and they've been supposedly helping her wheel and deal. And she even had another child after the one by Darrell, and she named her Alicia Brown, which is the name of Darrell's daughter. And so she got 2 children named Alicia Brown, which throws off the search when you're trying to find the missing one. So this girl is really clever with that kind of stuff. and they couldn't even really find her. She did the same thing to a guy out in Seattle, where he wound up losing his job. He was a guy who was a prominent in some company out there, and she did the same thing, saying that the guy beat her up and all this stuff. He wound up losing his job, and I think that's the other child that's with Tigger's family now. So she's done a lot of stuff. There's even another. Some folks came out and said that a girl came out and said that her brother was arrested in Delaware for rape charges. She claimed that this dude raped her. And she was up at the casino in Delaware, and they say they knew each other. They had each other's phone number. They left the casino and went back to his room. He from Virginia, the guy, and they went back to his room. So she claimed that, he got mad because she didn't want to engage in sex. And when he got mad, he took her purse and her keys and was leaving. And she said she called him and said, okay, all right, just bring my keys back and my purse back, and we can go ahead and do that. Just come on back. But when he got back, she still didn't do it. And then she said that's when he raped her. So he wound up getting 20 years.
Wow.
So he in there locked up now. And I was doing some research on that, and I saw where he was appealing it. And I kept looking at the appeal, but I kept seeing Amy Brooks. I said, what the hell is it? He done raped two different people? Wow. Amy Brooks. But then I looked down at the bottom, and they had in real small print saying that this is a pseudo name.
Oh.
This ain't the real name. So it was still really her involved in it. Wow. And they claim that she used the same type of injury, the eye and the stitch thing going through the eyebrow, to convict her brother. That's something else that came out I didn't know about. But it's crazy. And they say that the Darrell's daughter is up under a pseudo name, Carrie Thompson. I think that's the name. And that the child was homeschooled to keep her out of the school system, so you couldn't find her. So, and they've been reaching out to Tigger. See, when Tigger came out and showed that he was pregnant, that his girl was pregnant, his wife, that's when they realized, oh, that's her. She's with Tigger. And they start reaching out to Tigger, saying, hey, this is the story, missing child and all this. People was tagging him, and he started blocking people. He blocked my daughter. Who was sending him stuff. He blocked some of these other people. So there's a lot of stuff going on with this, man. There's a lot of stuff. And hopefully, I don't know what kind of damage has been done to Alicia, what kind of brainwashing she's done to her over the years, and all of this, man. It's just crazy. And you can look at the woman and what she did about posting that about Tigger, knowing that he's a public figure. You put that out there, you know what the damage that's going to cause.
That's damaging.
Big time damaging news, So it's crazy. And already, people. Well, I don't want to say too much, but it's a lot going on with that.
Yeah,
a lot, man. It's a lot.
So she said her brother raped her.
The person in Delaware, a Virginia dude, it was a girl. Once she saw the news come out about Tigger and about the girl and about Alicia Brown saying she got beat up, they recognized her and said that she accused my brother of rape.
Okay. Somebody else's brother.
Yeah, so the girl was saying my brother's locked up, and he gave a different story. He said that while they were, she came back to the room with him, and while they were in the room, she grabbed his wallet and his jacket and ran out the room and was running to her vehicle, and he said he chased her down. And he caught her and was snatching, taking everything from her. And she said she went off on him, started hitting him and everything. And he said he did hit her.
Yeah.
And she called the police, and they caught him in the lobby and locked him up at the hotel. So who knows what happened there? But But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see this whole story. She accused Tigger of sleeping with the new girl, Francesca, who just joined the Big Tigger show
Yeah,
down on B103.
yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, so we're gonna see.
That.
They done already denied that.
Wow.
So that's like the hottest thing on the internet running now, man. I mean, right along with the not the Carmelo Anthony that we talked about earlier, but the other Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That and here we go. Here we go again. Michelle Obama's a man.
Oh man, shit.
This is what I'm talking about. This internet. You know, just like the dude I talked about earlier that came up with the video about Melo's career and he's obsolete now. I mean, you can make the most foolish videos or whatever, and once you get some traction, that stuff just don't go away.
Right.
That stuff don't go away. And you know, CB, you delve into some politics and current events and things like that. And I know you to be the type of guy that's going to research, and you're not just going to write a story based off how you feel about something. You're going to do your homework. You're going to dig in, man, to see. I think, and again, you worked as a journalist. You know what I'm saying? So you understand integrity means a lot. Well, it used to. Let me let me take that back. Integrity used to mean something in journalism. Now it's not so much. It's more about sensationalism now. And if you can come up with the most outlandish of stories, you're gonna get your story's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, you see all this foolishness, man, and how integrity doesn't really mean a lot in media anymore. And I said it before you came on. We were talking about the dude that did the video about Carmelo Anthony. With me in sports, man, I'm going to talk about sports. We can give our opinions about certain things, but I'm not going to go out here and make up stuff just for likes and clicks and for people to watch me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I could go out here and make up some outlandish stuff and probably get 1 million views. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for that. I just try to keep it as real as I can, man, and I want to give you the real. I don't care about clicks and likes, man. If I get 2 people watching, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy what I'm doing. But again, coming from somebody like yourself who is a journalist by trade, you've written for reputable media sources or media outlets, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And when you see stuff like this, the sensationalized stuff, the Michelle Obama's a man, and it's all of the nonsense that come out that nowadays, man. I mean, how do you as somebody that again, I know that you study, I mean not that you study, but you research. Because you talk to me about it. You talk to me about some of the stuff you're working on and the research you're doing on this and the research you're doing on that. And you're putting together this, and this. Because you want your stuff to be reputable and you want it to come from legit sources. You know what I'm saying? What is it that you feel about? How do you feel about the state of media, the state of journalism today? And again, before you answer, for those of y'all that's watching, please follow my man.
Soft Dookie.
The Brooks Blackboard on all platforms. He do a lot with TikTok, the Brooks Blackboard. Look him up, follow him on all the socials. But go ahead and answer, my brother.
Well, I have over the years, I've thought about that. And what I remind myself all the time is This is a country of low literacy.
Say that again.
This is a country, this is a nation of low literacy. And that's where and where low literacy to some extent is respected. So you have to start there. You start
not only respect
there.
it, but celebrate it.
Correct. So you have to start there. Two, you know, when you have a culture, so to speak, that is geared for the quickness, geared for the short term.
Yep.
You know, it's easier for me to consume than go read this or follow up on this or whatever. I remember there used to be a saying amongst whether it be students or writers or readers, and it's true. If you read one book, you have to go and read 10. What does that mean? Because you're going to open up that book and you're going to come up to some information or something and be like, oh, damn, didn't know this. Now you got to follow this up. Now it's taking you on a different journey so that you can understand what it is that made you stop at that point in this book. And it's like reading is something that you have to look at. It's like one door opens another. It's never just like one and stop. There's a continuum. But with the continuum, it takes energy. Most people don't have or don't want that energy. It's easier to be told this is what it is. If you have a nation that is low on literacy, and that's just reading. That's just reading your typical school material. That's not even politics. Now, when you get into politics, and now you're dealing with a population of medium low literacy, shit, man, I can feed you anything. I can virtually feed you anything. Because I'm betting on the fact you are not going to follow this up.
Right.
You are not going to go and research this. It's not going to happen. And so the odds are in my favor. If it were the other way around, the gig would be up.
Yeah. Yep.
Because the minute that they go, it's like, oh shit, I can't do this anymore because they already know the secret.
Yeah. Yep.
But, and what we have to also realize when it comes to today's journalism, in this case, I'm going to talk about that's more mainstream. It's such a corporate infused sort of industry, you know. Whether you look at the New York Times, LA Times, Wall Street Journal, Washington Post, these are companies.
Yeah.
They're not just like newspapers. I mean, they have like millions of revenue every year. And they're going to conduct themselves as a business that who are in the business of swaying and influencing opinion because of a particular way that they want you to think.
Yeah.
And so there's a constant feeding. And again, there's the FanDuel bet. They're not going to look this up. They're not going to go and then that's going to and if it's something that's said or written, and if it feeds some emotion, oh, forget it.
Yeah.
If it's and it's on in this context, I'm what I was about to say, on both sides. You know, when most people talk about politics, they look at it in the context of Democrats and Republicans. Okay, whatever. So, you know, it's easy. It's so very easy. You know, if you're a Republican, you know, you're gonna say and swim in those waters, and it's the same thing as a Democrat. You know, you're feeding your on. It doesn't mean that the food is good. Just means
Right.
they're fed.
Right. That's it. That's it.
And the person who's being fed whatever it is that they consume, they walk away with a full feeling. Damn, that was good. And then years later, they go to the doctor. I think you need to have a seat, sir. I have some news to break to you. Because all that bullshit that you was consuming for years now has caught up.
Yep.
Now you got blockages. You got all type of blockages of your knowledge, of your mind.
See,
whether it be physical or mental.
And see, that's the piece that you know, once the smoke clears and reality hits, that, you know, you've been fed a bunch of BS for the last however many years, and all the damage that's been done, and how, you know, how do you recover from that? But see, you know, you talk about it from a political standpoint. It's in all aspects, because we see it in sports. You know what I'm saying? People dig in and they believe a certain thing, and there's nothing that you could, like you say, some people just going to take what somebody tell them as fact. They're not going to do their own research and homework to say. And we talked to me and Dean talked about this early on in the show. You know, as I saw some video over the weekend, and I posted the video in the Sports Mix Facebook page. There was a video with a game against the Milwaukee Bucks versus the New York Knicks in like the early 70s.
Okay.
And they highlighted Lou Alcindor versus the big dude name for the Knicks back in the day.
Phil Jackson, Willis Reed.
Okay. They highlighted Willis Reed versus Kareem, where he was Lou Alcindor at the time. So the highlight reel was just showing both of them guys.
Shit, you had the big old playing with Lou.
Yeah.
People forget that.
But you know, there's a thought, or even, and some people take it as fact, that guys like Willis Reed and Oscar Robertson, guys from that era, wouldn't be able to compete today. And I just think it's a bunch of nonsense, man. I mean, I watched Willis Reed going against Lou Alcindor, man. I mean, this dude was hitting from 15 to 18 feet automatic. He wasn't missing. You know what I'm saying? As a big man. Right. This is the 1970. 15 to 18 feet. I think Willis had 30. 30 something that game. He wasn't missing. So you mean to tell me you take Willis Reed, who you know is a Hall of Fame player from his time,
right?
You mean to tell me you bring him into today's time with the same advantages that all the other players of the day have, that he can't compete? That's foolishness. You know what I'm saying? The game is played at a different pace now. Yeah, I'll give you that. but the game is also played here. This is the part of the game that gets lost when we talk about athletes. We talk about these great athletes. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about this. We talked about the series with the Spurs and the Knicks. The Spurs' biggest problem in the series was youth. Their youth and inexperience did them in because there was times when they played like they were young and inexperienced.
Yep.
That did them in.
Yep. Especially down the stretch.
Down the stretch in games when you need to be able to think your way through situations.
Asses got tight.
And so I don't buy the whole this era is better than that era, and because it's opinion. That's the first thing. It's all opinion. We never know truthfully if players from one era could come into a different era and dominate. Mm-hmm. It's all speculation. Mm-hmm. You know, could LeBron dominate in the 80s and 90s? We will never know. Mm-hmm. We will never know because players like LeBron, players his size at that time would have been power forwards.
Right.
He would have learned the game a different way if he played at that time.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying. So again, that's why I just kind of don't get involved in those type of back and forth.
Right.
Because they just end up going nowhere.
Right.
And they bring out a lot of emotion, and then you get that that emotion, and then they become a screaming match. Yep. And then it becomes Stephen A. and whoever on the other side just yelling back and forth and really not accomplishing anything. Right. You know, it's these political shows with the right wing guy here and the left wing guy there, and they back and forth, and they never come to no kind of resolution or agreement because it's all about who talked the loudest, who can yell the loudest, or who can disrespect somebody the most. You know what I'm saying? So now Michelle Obama's
because that gains traction.
Yeah. So Michelle Obama's a man. That was the big take from the UFC thing over the weekend. That the dude came out of the ring and said, "Oh, and Michelle Obama's a man." Like, come on, man. But again, you know.
And you have people that believe it.
There are people that believe it and run with it. I've been seeing it all day. I've been seeing it all day on my social media, and not just from people on the other side. I see people that look like us. You know what I'm saying? The people that look like us. Again, man, I don't care politically how you feel. You know, and you know how we do. You know, President Barack Obama was a lightning rod on the sports mix. Mm-hmm. His name came up and CB was going off on somebody.
That's right. That's right.
But you know, I don't care about the noise. You know what I'm saying? You had an issue with him politically. You know what I'm saying? It didn't care about whether his birth certificate said he was born in Hawaii or that wasn't the issue. You had differences politically with Barack Obama. Mm-hmm. I can rock with that. Mm-hmm. I can rock with that. But it's the nonsense. Leave the nonsense outside. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If we want to debate Jordan versus LeBron, let's look at the facts. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? People talk about. I wish Dean was still on here. I mean, what's LeBron's homeboy? The sports agent.
Rich Paul.
Rich Paul. I mean, he talking about Michael Jordan was more competitive because he had a 2-parent household, and he had siblings in the house. And LeBron was the only child, and he only had his mother, and he just wanted to share it. That's why he passes. Shut up! Like, what is he talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What are we talking about? Oh, Rich Paul said Scottie Pippen was more impactful on the Chicago Bulls teams than Michael Jordan. Scottie Pippen. Like,
sometimes, man, we have, and I am I'm doing a lot better with this. Whereas getting so-called triggered off of, say, like bullshit commentary. And sometimes when we hear something, we just gotta be like, oh, there's the bullshit again. Because it's coming. You know it's coming. So I try to not become or get triggered when I hear, say, like a bullshit commentary. And it's always commentary that's disguised as analysis. And it's just like, nah, that's kind of like what you think. That's not really analysis. Yeah, so it's and the thing is that I do not suspect that it's going to get any better. No. It can only get worse. Yep. And that's the scary part.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, you have and also we didn't talk about it, but you have this the whole dynamic of marketing, man, and how powerful a medium that is, you know. And I tell you, what really opened my eyes a few years ago, when when they have movies that are coming out and there's a heavy, promotion. And maybe 2 or 3 years ago, this movie Barbie came out. Mm-hmm. And when I saw young brothers wearing like pink shirts and Barbie this, I was like, whoa, what? And that really, I mean, I understood the power of marketing before, but when I saw that, I was like, whoa, wow. Yeah. Wow, that thing is. So we can't underestimate that, man.
And because I'm going to wrap it up.
Okay.
But talk about marketing. The big, the Madden cover is a big issue, a big conversation going around now with the John Madden 26 coming out soon.
With who's on the cover?
The quarterback from the Bears.
I saw that.
With the fingernails.
Right.
And, he like to paint his nails and stuff. So we definitely gonna have to talk about that.
Moving forward. I saw a brother on the Knicks, same thing with his nails. What's the brother name? He comes off the bench. Damn, I got his face. He got long braids.
Damn, I'm blanking.
I got the brother's face in my light-skinned brother with long braids. He comes in off the bench, gives some energy off the bench. What's this? The brother's name? But anyway, I saw him the other day. I didn't realize that he painted his fingernail. So I guess that's a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the marketing is we just we those of us who do read, who do take the extra step, the only thing that we can do is recommend that others do the same.
Yeah.
And hopefully to be able to reduce, minimize, eliminate the cycle of ignorance. But because the big boys with the big bucks, they count on that ignorance.
I know it.
If the people is not ignorant, they don't make no damn money.
Right. So maybe we need to go on a non-ignorance campaign. Stop the ignorance. don't think that'll work either.
Nah, it ain't gonna work. No likes, no views.
Nah.
You got to come with bullshit, man. Bullshit sells, man.
It's selling like hotcakes.
Resonates with the people, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's the serious shit that does it. You know, and it's always and I think when you go back in history, I think it's always been that way. Mm-hmm. We just have to like recognize that and continue to move forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knowing that, understanding that, you know, understanding that truth or reality, knowing like what's in front of us, and so we can better you know, like deal with it. Like even, and I'll say this, like even in my writing, I try to, and I run into an issue with it. I try to write in mind whoever the reader is, they don't know this. Mm-hmm. You know, like I don't assume that the reader knows A, B, and C. I have to assume like, no, they don't know it. Right. And then I'm going to include whether a link that will take them someplace, or, you know, I'll have like a number of suggested books or reading or articles or whatever, so that they can be able to follow up, because it's in my interest that you know. Right. If I know, I want to share, and you know, so that now we both know. Mm-hmm. And that now maybe because now you know, you can look at something differently and now spit it back to me. Oh shit. And now I know. Yeah. Yep. You know what I mean? And so, you know, that's how I try to go about it, man.
Yeah. Well, follow my brother, the Brooks Blackboard.
Yes,
Google
sir.
him. Follow him on all the platforms, man. You get some good information. Follow my brother if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure you're following and hitting the subscribe button for the Sports Mix podcast. We on all the socials as well. My brother, appreciate you. You know, last minute,
you, my man.
Had to have you on as a real Knicks fan.
Yes, sir.
You know, a New Yorker, born and raised. And,
got the blue and orange, man.
Lifelong Knicks fan. You know, so you've been long suffering, 53 years, and you got your one.
You know, and I think I have the 1973 yearbook. I have to look for it. I think I have it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I have it.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't realize in 1973 you had to wait this long.
It's an incredible thing, man. But now we got the monkey off our back, man. You know,
yeah, they did it. They did it.
And they did it in a New York way. They did it by taking one on the chin and giving it back.
Yes, sir.
That's the important part, you know. They did it the New York way, like, oh, it's like that. Oh, okay, let's do this.
Yeah, not in the shy way. They did it their way.
That's right. Oh, don't sing.
No, I'm good. The Dean left. You know what I mean? He was the vocalist tonight.
Okay.
You know, Dean was the vocalist tonight.
Dig it.
I got to get in the lab, get my you know what I mean? get my voice right.
Got it.
Before I start belting them out.
Dig it.
But brother, I appreciate you.
Okay, my man.
One love as usual. You know,
One love.
Appreciate you. You know the door is always open for you whenever you want to come on. So
yes, sir. I appreciate it, man.
We got you, man. So we out, man. Appreciate everybody. Shout out again to the New York Knicks, the 2026 NBA champions. Peace to Brother Malcolm in the background.
And please read Brother Malcolm X.
Oh, definitely. And please, Wizards, don't mess this up.
Please, Wizards, don't mess this up.
Don't mess this up. All right, we out of here. Peace.
All right, peace.
Appreciate you, brother.